You'll sell enough dice. Weren't your dice on Critical Role? Am I not mistaken? Am I not Listen, I know it's not the same. However, that's marketing, baby. Oh yeah, believe me. This is where we live. Yeah, 7 steps of separation. We're all like one now. It's weird. We are live now. Yeah. Not audio. Our audio's not live. No, it's a weird thing because I was in the New York by Night stream the other night, and I just pop in and Jason Carl's like, "Yo, what's up, Prince?" And I'm just like, that's always weird to me because he knows who I am. Mm-hmm. Hi. You can hear me. I'm muting myself now.
That's the real reason I had to
Sexy,
stop bringing
sexy video.
cocaine to Sunday school. Sexy video.
Sexy video indeed.
So I
after-
Ronnie doing the countdown to say something in her head, and I was like, sexy video.
I actually got I was like, oh, what's a funny thing I can say? And then I just got
I don't even try
distracted.
anymore because I'll just get lost in the shuffle of everyone that is faster than I am.
I'm right there with you, Panda.
Hello, all. Welcome to Wayward Revelry.
I had a whole bit planned about dice being stuck up my butt or something, and I was like, no.
Wow.
And then,
Well, that
That would
escalated
not-
How
quickly.
did they get? No, you know what? I don't want to know. Let's
That would
just
not
get
be the weirdest thing
From
they've ever
Bad
seen in
Dragon,
VR.
critical hits.
Oh
my
my
God.
god.
Those are
critical
different
hits
Wow.
means
We do
critical
not-
shits.
Oh my god.
that's
Yep,
the
we're
new
gonna
Not
talk
a God
later. I
dice
think this is
version.
gold.
That's the
Yeah,
stream,
yeah.
folks. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
We're done.
This is how we
Goodbye.
start.
We're live. We're
Yeah,
live.
we're live. Hi,
I
hello.
forgot about
Good
that.
morning, everyone.
How are we doing, folks?
Someone
How's
save me.
everybody?
I'm begging you.
Panda, you know I'm gonna be living with you for
Good
Yeah,
morning,
I know.
Cher,
It's gonna be
Catherine,
amazing.
Cerulean, Cybe, everybody who's hanging out this morning. Appreciate y'all.
Hello,
Let's
good morning,
get
folks.
to it. So, this is Wayward Revelry episode 15?
Yes.
Yes, 15.
15.
Sponsored by XLex.
Oh my god.
Zero is laughing at you messing up the name because I messed it up for the first time this week live on camera. I finally fucked up.
It was
Wayward
glorious.
Revelry.
It was
real
fucking
bad.
glorious.
Anyway, I'm Prince, storyteller, GM, DM, whatever you want to use for me. They'll probably just say DM or storyteller when they call me instead of my name, most likely, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. Because Panda's wearing a Cubs sweatshirt in the World Series they won against my team, so
Sorry.
fuck them.
Look, we waited 120, almost 120 years.
I'm just over here crying in Buffalo Sabres.
Yeah, well,
We're only
my
like
husband is
90
crying
years
in-
now. Oh, great. Yeah.
My husband is
anyway.
crying in Detroit Lions. It's fine.
Amazing.
Sports.
This is our sports ball thingy part.
Motherfucker.
Look,
Anyway,
I went to my first game when I was 2 and I started crying because
nice.
they lost, and my dad says, get used to it.
yeah, that's what I got used to being a Cleveland Browns fan, and now I'm not a Cleveland Browns fan anymore because fuck them.
Yes, sports.
Anyway, let's let the players introduce. Well, hold on, I'm skipping ahead of things. Let's get to announcements. Andrani, take it away.
Oh shit! I was like, who has an announcement? Me, I do. Hey everybody, I have a shop update dropping at 11 a.m. PST. If
That's
all
3
my
hours
American,
from now.
yeah, 3
Right
hours
about
from
the
now.
end of the show. End of the show.
Yeah. It's gonna be my first ever shop update. I have 10, I think, pretty dice sets up for sale.
They're all
the
stunning.
Oh, thank you. The previews are up on my website.
The site
now.
is nonagondice.com. It is in the chat. Go and check it out.
Yeah, you can see all the dice that are going to be for sale, all the photographs. If there's any that catch your eye, the best way to make sure you get to check out on time, because obviously thousands of people are good. Just create an account, save your
Obviously,
checkout
thousands
details.
of people are going to be signing up, so we're going
Oh, I
to be
bet.
crashing Andrani's site in 3 hours.
Those last wish ones are fucking gorgeous.
Thank
I'm
you
getting
so
the Shattered
much.
Weave ones, so fight me in the chat.
Thank you. I'm
Yeah, the
excited
Shattered Weave
too.
ones are really pretty, but I have a set that are very similar to that. But those
I
last
do
wish
not,
ones
so
are
I need
fucking
them.
gorgeous.
The Shattered Weave, the glitter in that, I hand cut it. Like every single flake in there.
Homemade
is
glitter
hand
by
cut.
Andrani. I need this.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll get you some. But
So
anyway, shop update 3 hours. Please come check it out. Share if you care to just let other people know. Thank you.
Yep.
I'm very nervous.
Or, just buy the dice. Because y'all
Buy
are
the
hearing
dice.
about it first, exactly
Buy
what's
the
going
dice.
on. Y'all could be sitting here in chat ready to go.
it'll
You
be
could do
fine.
that too.
Yeah. Sorry I put you on the spot a little bit there, but I mean, it's a big thing. I wanted you
That's
to
right,
be
one
in
of
the
us-
place to do the
If you wouldn't have one of
to
us,
hype your dice. So
Thank you.
yeah, so
Thank
go
you.
make sure you check that out. The links are in the chat. Tell your friends. Second up, there's no other announcements. I don't have anything else. So let's get into it. As a content warning, this game may contain scenes of comical violence, king killings, frogs, swamps, hags, cloning, mystical mists, potential mind control, and character death. So do keep those sort of things in mind while you're watching. This is a fairly lighthearted game in comparison to some of the other things I run. Even though these crew are a bunch of murder fucks. So we'll see how that works out.
I've gotten better.
Yeah. We're
You
not
killed a
that
dragon, then you killed a king. What else
I
are you
did
gonna
not.
kill?
I did not.
bad. The king
Dragon,
had it
yes.
coming.
King, no.
And so does this boomer hag that we're gonna go see.
Boomer hack. Fantastic. So we have safety tools in place. We all discussed content boundaries, lines and veils for the show, and we're doing what we can to keep each other safe. However, this is a live show. Stuff can happen that we do not predict. So if stuff goes off rails, we have things in place where we'll take a break or step away for a little bit if something happens. If you need to step away, we are getting all of our content updated on YouTube. I have like most of the episodes that aren't on YouTube on the collection here, but it's a work in progress. It's taking me a little time. I'm a little busy, but do keep in mind you can watch most everything right now if you want to. So let's get into the shenanigans. Let the players introduce themselves. So let's start off with Red. For the people who you
Hello,
are, who you're playing.
everyone. I am Red. My pronouns are she, they. I play Z, a Way of the Weave monk, whose pronouns are he, him. He's a little asshole, but I don't think he started the current situation that we're in. But he might have in another reality. So I am a writer in DM. You can follow me on Twitter. I don't tweet very often, but anything that is happening that's exciting, I do usually tweet about. So that's it for me.
Cool. Panda.
I am Panda.
No,
Anyway,
you
hi,
gotta
I'm
say the
Awkward
thing.
Panda. I am very awkward. I'm roughly panda size. I'm queer as heck. I stream here on Twitch. I play Glix, and yeah, that's me. Glix is in a mood. We're gonna see if we can rectify that before things get really bad.
Thank you, Indrani. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I saw the distress on your face.
Yeah, I was like, hello.
Award winning.
Oh, Jesus Christ. International award-winning awkwardish panda. I am one of the
Right.
2022
It's like a
LGBTQ
tribe
Rising
called
Stars
Quest. You gotta say the whole thing.
It's
for
like that
gaming
meme.
magazine and one of their gaming ambassadors for 2022.
Yeah. Every time we stream, we turn to Panda and it's like, Bart, say the thing. It's just Panda. Say the thing.
Award-winning panda.
Loader.
Hi, I am Joe Perez, otherwise known as Loader on the internet. I paint tiny, really cool things and make podcasts. That's about it.
That's about it. Andrani.
I see you, Joe. I see you not saying it. I'll expose you all. Oh, hey, I'm Indrani. I am a bad dragon. No. You can find me on the internet as @Nonagon Dice. I don't know why that came out of my mouth.
You know
I'm
exactly
really
when it came
stressed
out of your
out.
mouth. Wow.
Clip it, clip it, clip it, clip it.
Somebody better clip that or I'm going to go back and clip it.
No. You can find me on the internet at Nonagon Dice. I have a shop update coming in 3 hours. I already told you about it, but that's like the only thing I got to plug today. nonagondice.com. Previews are up. Go check it out. If you like them, buy them. If you think your friends will like them, share them. Excited to be here. Excited to get my ass handed to me by Baz Lorna. It is what it is.
We stopped talking about asses for one goddamn second.
No.
No.
That's the theme for tonight.
Welcome
Zero.
to Magical Ass Play. Wait, what? Oh, hi. My name is
Please
Zero
click
Reynolds.
that also.
That is not what my pendulums are for.
My name is Zero Reynolds, aka Sir Jester. You can find me selling timeshares in the Upside Down. Elsewhere online, just at Sir Jester, and my mother thinks I'm cool. That's it. I'm playing Ulfir. That's the thing. Have fun.
Protect Ulfir at all costs.
Yeah.
He's a sweet and innocent Bab, even if he is an instigator, without realizing he is.
Oh boy.
Yeah, okay.
What about you, Dimples?
Yeah,
I'm
Dimples.
Prince, also known as Dimples and Dice, and we're about to tell you a story in this
Oh.
game called Wayward Revelry.
We have incentives for y'all to contribute that have not been mentioned
Good call.
again. Dimples, if you'd be so kind.
Yes. So, for every sub that you give out this month, we are going to do something very special because last month it was advantages. This month it is reroll of your lowest damage dice.
Ooh.
So if you
Oh.
roll a bad damage dice, if you roll ones, you can re-roll those, provided that the group here starts giving you out those subs. As always, if you give out 10 subs at once, I get to pull from the deck of many things, which is somewhere around here. No. Yeah, that's here. Deck of many. Deck of many things. I will pull from that. If there's 10 gift subs, give that out once. It is made to be a very high goal on purpose, so I don't have to pull from here too much and completely fuck the balance of my game. But that is something to keep in mind if you're gifting out subs. Also, bits do still give advantage. They will always give advantage. 300 bits. Put in the hashtag with the player name that you want to give advantage to, and they will get an advantage. Once that thing tips over to 1,500 bits, however, I get a thing. And we have one that is pending because I did not use it last week.
Mhm.
So just keep that in mind.
Wait, does it stack? Like if you have two, can you use both at once?
Yes.
Oh fuck. All right. Okay. That's
We're screwed.
Anyway.
We're absolutely
Yeah.
screwed.
so sweet.
Let's get rolling. Zero, do you have a recap?
Absolutely.
Magnificent.
Good morning, and this is the Sunday Carnival News. I'm Lawful Boring. Tiamat, terror of our times, or a living example that getting too much head can be a bad thing. More on that later during Carnival News After Dark. Our continuing story, the absolute failure of diplomacy in the form of the friend-shaped group as they continue their reign of accidental terror and janitorial services across the Prismere. After seeing the Dryad home allegedly participating in activities that can only be described as, quote, the Kama Sutra for landscapers, Ulfir the Strayed made his way back to the group. While failing to understand how to operate a canoe, Ulfir pulled his best Exxon Valdez impersonation by crashing into the Bullywog Bridge that his compatriots were crossing at that same moment. This serendipity was slightly spoiled as the crash caused the newly found scarecrow Clackerclaw to drop the avian skull, sorry, Elafor, he had received from Kismat. It was a replacement head for his own. This broadcast would remind its viewers that any and all references to Kismat giving head are best suited for your private Tumblr posts. We are a family show. What kind of family? We're not sure, and the distinction is growing fuzzier by the day, along with my alcohol bill. All reunited, the group approached the Bullywog Court, led by their mostly unwilling guide. The group passes the heads of past kings and other malcontents of the courts on pikes. They speak and are alive because, of course, they are. The Prismere is the delightful combination of Disney World and Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, so why the fuck not? Clackerclaw offers to lead the group to thither if they can reclaim his original head, and that these Bullywog are all in league with the hag Bavlorna. The group presses forward into the court, which was described on Travelocity as, quote, The saddest Ren fair you will ever see. Instead of jousting and turkey legs, they offer lethargic waves and depression. The king asks them why they are there and points out that the group had helped a recent escapee, now a fugitive from the court. To make up for it, he tasks the group to return Bavlorna's big bad book of bad blood to her, which is about as good a name for a high school slam book as they come. Seriously, it should be in a Trapper Keeper covered with My Chemical Romance stickers. In return, the Bullywog King offered to make the friend-shaped group honorary members of the court. However, this, and I use the term loosely here, privilege, comes with swearing fealty to the king and by proxy, Bavlorna. This broadcast has obtained a copy of their even-handed response to the king's offer. Fuck that! Surely this will be studied by ambassadors and the entire United Nations for decades to come. Truly a great moment in the delicate diplomatic negotiation arena. Naturally, this leads the king to order the guards to seize our heroes, presenting them with a battle that they have no chance of winning. We go now to Zero, our dice correspondent, for his thoughts on how the dice rolls turned out for the DM. Thank you, Zero. Needless to say, what was an unwinnable situation quickly became a bloodbath favoring our heroes. Ilifor and Glix rained death from above. Kismat shrugged at the breakdown of functioning society. Ulfir went from large and cuddly to Cujo in the span of a heartbeat. And Z performed his patented, quote, dope monk shit. When all was said and done, the quivering pile of Smucker's strawberry jam remaining in the throne was in no shape to issue any more commands, and the crown passed to the one that had led our heroes here in the first place. He explains that the Bullywogs only served Bavlorna at the behest of their now perished king. He went on to calmly request that Ulfir stop gnawing on the remains like the bones were just crimson-coated Jolly Ranchers. A note that had been surreptitiously slipped to Z was finally read. Speaking of finding the Baron, and that, quote, the revolution lives, which is humorous given that while the revolution might live, the person it sought to topple was now little more than a forensic treasure trove coating a dumpy throne. It's clear that all roads lead to Bavlorna, and the way forward for our heroes is clear. Will they reason with the hag to a peaceful conclusion? Will their streak of political incidents and bloody coups continue? Will they just confuse the powerful hag with line dancing in an a cappella version of Barbie Girl? Anything is possible. All bets are off. God have mercy on us all. And now, here's Dimples with the weather, brought to you by Subway. Subway, if being spiritually exhausted had a taste, this would be it. Dimples?
Someone just got roasted.
It's you said that and it felt like a fucking like epiphany because it's true. It's so true. Subway is like depression food. I love it.
All right. So
at least it's depression food that makes you feel a little bit better because it's not like a greasy ass burger.
Oh yeah, totally.
It does not make me feel better.
For when you're trying to do better. Well, yeah, because you have a gluten intolerance.
Sponsor us, Subway. We love your food.
No, Cerulean, we're not.
We don't. No, we don't.
But thank you.
I'm a Barbie girl. Sorry.
Just a reminder, what was on the note was find Illig, the Baron of Muckstump, at once. The revolution lives. This was written.
Baron of Muckstump?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
This was written in Sylvan. So only two of you were actually able to read it. And Z didn't really give a shit.
Yeah, that sounds like the kind of things he wouldn't give a shit about. It's a revolution, not a robbery. What's in it for him?
So get into the shenanigans. Y'all left off deposing a king. A new person was appointed king by the court that was there because it certainly seemed like nobody else wanted this job whatsoever. Seeing as the last king was literally melted in his chair, most everybody else was just like, nah, I don't want that. And Green Baron Ribble didn't seem all that excited about it himself. But he basically reluctantly was like, okay, provided you all can you stop defiling the corpse of the old king? And they took what was his skull, because there was no meat left on it, and put it on a pike too, where it joined the chorus of deposed kings, and they're conversing along the bridge. You all don't really have anything left to do here, unless you want to. Because the knights that were left were like ready to work, provided Ulfir still wanted that action, but they were also ready to make peace. It was respect thing. Like, we will fight and die against you, but we don't really want to. Do you want to die along the way? No? All right, cool. Our king's dead. We don't have to keep fighting. Excellent. Thank you, Saivi. Let's mark that down. So
Thank you, Saibi.
Ribble will not be your guide anymore. But you do know that this place basically continues on, spiraling until you get towards Babylon's cottage.
And there wasn't any good stuff around.
As far as from here, not that y'all saw.
Ulfir has a femur if you want it.
That's boring. Does he want something fun?
You don't get the vibe that treasure was kept here. This was more of like a party and revelry sort of place than a treasure room. These people basically wanted to drink and have a good time, eat their bugs, and chill out. And y'all brought murder to it. So,
And we did have a long rest.
Did we take a long rest? I thought we were gonna like try to figure out this Baron
Chill out.
thing.
No, we took a
Yeah.
long rest because I wouldn't be healed up otherwise.
Oh, I never clicked the button because I thought we were gonna hold
I
off on
mean,
that. But
if y'all thought it was safe to take a long rest in this throne room now, then yes, you are able to take a long rest.
When you say it like that.
What
What are they gonna do?
where else were
Overthrow
you
us?
going to do? I don't know where else you're
No.
going to rest at.
Yeah, why don't we rest and also maybe dig a little about who this Baron of Muckstump is. See if we can find a little something about this guy.
So can we press the long rest button or no?
How are y'all planning to rest? Are you putting up a tent, or what's the plan here?
well, I mean, if we're going right to sleep, we can either put up a tent or we can use the key because the key is reset at this point. But I would want to hold the key in case of emergency.
Yeah.
So I could just put up the tent.
I mean, we ended combat with them. We were making friends at the end of it. Why don't we just ask if there's a place we can hole up for a little bit?
I turn to Green Ribble, Baron Ribble,
Mhm.
King, Emperor. I don't fucking know. Kismet knows though, so she addresses. She goes, "My dude." No, wait.
My
Your Majesty.
I love it. I love it.
Is there perhaps a place your guests could rest for a night?
And he goes, you could stay here. I imagine that. He just looks at the court.
It's
You all
very
can go.
nice.
And everyone's like, they look at you all, and then they gotta scamper off.
Lovely.
We
Thank
will
you so much.
take care of the corpses.
I can help with that. And I give Ophir like a dirty look for a moment,
Oh,
but I'm like, it's
no.
fine. And I turn back, and anybody who's just unconscious, I don't know if I said this last game, they're not
I
all
think you
dead
spared the
still.
dying last game.
Okay, if I have, then
No,
yeah.
you
correct.
Anybody,
the ones that were still alive are
Yeah.
able to hobble out of here.
I'll like fix them up before they go, as again like a constant show of good faith. I'll just like do whatever I can to help them before I take that rest.
Fair enough.
So if yeah,
That does seem to make people a little bit more comfortable, not less scared, but a little more comfortable with the situation. He says, the knights will protect you, perhaps more than they'll even protect me.
well, that's kind of them, but you are their king now, so if you
He looks incredibly uncomfortable every time you say king. He kind of flinches at the word almost.
I noticed this, and I rest one hand on the Baron's shoulder. I don't like frog person anatomy, whatever that is. I say, do you not want this responsibility?
You
know it's a
notice his
lot.
eyes just sort of shift back towards the bridge. Not particularly.
That's fair. Well, if that's the case, and I mean I respect your decision on this. There's this Baron from what's the word? Muckstump? I forget their Illig, I believe. Do you know
Illig.
anything about them? I've heard that name floating around.
Floating around.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
A note that I got earlier. It kind of floated.
Uh-huh. Illig wanted to depose the king. I suspect he is somewhere gathering forces.
But the job's already done.
Yes, but he wouldn't know that yet.
Mm-hmm. Do you like Illig?
Here's a thing you probably should have noticed by now, but your eyes aren't as big as ours.
Oh, they're not.
All the kings die here. And everyone who wants to become a king kills other kings.
Is that why you right the heads? Well, why don't you reinstate this? Not reinstate, but instate this Illig person if they're decent, and then you don't have to worry about dying. Maybe you
What
can help
is
us find.
decent to a bullywog? Have you seen this place?
That's also a fair point. It's just I come from a very different court. This is all new to me.
Your court doesn't kill people.
Oh, it does. It does. Just not like this. Well, the queen's been alive for so long. She must be doing something right. There's no line of previous queen's heads spiked outside of it's.
So she's killed lots of people before they get to this point.
Killing them softly with her song is the thing.
Ding ding ding. Yeah, she's not. I almost instinctively reach for the cup that I carry around and I realize I don't have it. And like you see like 4 or 5 of the roses in my hair just like almost instantaneously wither and fall off as that realization hits me. And I take a deep breath. Well, I'll be going now, Your Majesty. And I do a quick bow and then I turn around and like just find a corner to sit down in.
At the mention of your cup, Ulfir, you are reminded of a thing. When you were traveling, and doing whatever else you were doing away from the party, there was a moment where you were interrupted by a little cup that accosted you. You
Like-
have this cup now. It's in a bag. 'cause
Okay.
It was really creepy crawling around on your person. It didn't
It
feel
was
right.
just
but
nipping your ankles.
it was happy to get in the bag knowing that you would get it back to its friend.
Is it a cup I recognize?
It is a cup you recognize.
Kismat.
What?
He starts rifling around in the bag and produces your cup. This one accosted me. At first, I thought it sought battle, but then I recognized it and thought it better to return it to you.
I very gently take Queen Tatiana from your hands and I hold the teacup up and I say, "It's so nice to see you again." And then I lower the cup and I turn to Ulfir and I say, "Why does it smell like sap?"
Do
So
you wish
stinky.
for the short answer or the long graphic answer?
Why don't we put a pin in that? I'll
We will circle back around to it.
okay. I like clean my teacup and I hold her up again and I say, "Hi. How did you find Ulfir? You're not you were supposed to be with I missed you so much," and I'll hug it very close to me.
He was so boring.
I can imagine. Did you try to make friend?
I did.
Did you? Can I roll an insight check on my teacup?
You don't have to. Your teacup is not lying to you. Just like, I had to get away. That house was so depressing.
You know, I told him that you'd keep him company, and if you abandon him, that's gonna be like another set of trauma that he's
He
gonna have
probably
to-
is just, he'll be as fine as someone like him can be. Probably want to just get his thumbs back.
Yeah, we're on our way to get it. So, hey, I'm like really thirsty. Do you mind? And then I'll like nick. I have a bag full of like blood vials, right? I'll take one because I need to fill it with a little bit of it for it to completely fill up again. So I'll flick it open and I'll pour that little blood vial in it to like, and then I'll just like gulp it down like a shot and just like lean back and then just like
That's
have a chat.
disturbing. You all
It's A
are
positive with just a
disturbing.
dash of maple syrup.
It's sweeter than usual, which is fascinating.
Oh. You don't want to know where the syrup came from.
As I'm drinking my blood, I look over at Ulfir and I'm like, "Yeah, so tell me the long version."
No. Now we take a long rest.
Why is that bullywog pulling out a bass? What is going on? Okay.
Oh boy. Somebody play Careless Whispers, please. I'm begging you.
Wow. Anyway,
There you
y'all
go.
take your long rest.
Yay.
And now you awaken. After you've had your time in your tent to chill out, get some rest, maybe read a book, fantasize about times gone,
Completely change your form.
completely change your form. Uh, you awaken to what seems to be a mostly empty throne area, because this is not a room exactly. It is a bunch of stilts, a torn up like gazebo sort of thing, and some, you know, pillows that are kind of stuck in some muck, and a few knights. Green Baron Ribble, or King Ribble, as he is now, is pacing when you wake up. You don't even know, like, you don't even really see anything else when you come out of this tent except him just pacing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Before we even leave the tent,
Mhm.
is Glix in the tent right now?
Glix didn't sleep.
Kismet
Glix-
also doesn't sleep.
Glix sat there and you watched her shave her head. And you watched her form start changing. And you watched their hair regrow out with a very, very deep undercut that has flames that go all through it and turn dark red to bright orange to yellow at the tips, like summer fire.
Oh, you
Now
would have
wearing
had to
super-
sleep some in order to get the effects of a long rest.
I meditate. I don't sleep.
Yeah.
I would have done a 4-hour meditation
Okay.
of,
That's the same
Yeah.
thing, but yeah. Okay.
and their form shrinks a little, gets an inch or two taller, much slimmer, much darker skin, very tan, same freckle pattern as always, regardless. And they look very angry.
Had I tried talking to you while this was happening, would they have responded?
Not
even?
at all.
The whole process just
It's a whole
getting
meditative
through.
process. They would have been out of it for the entire thing.
okay. I don't wake
Summer
anybody up.
is very deliberate and very angry and very violent.
Yay.
Oakley dokley.
I just imagine Kismet attempting to speak to Glix throughout it all, but Glix only responding with the lyrics to Rage Against the Machines, Killing in the Name of.
Yeah, it definitely, like, the whole outfit is changed. It's like shorts, tank top. They look just ready to fight anything that comes across their path.
Right.
They're like full like warrior mode. Everything is
My
very severe,
words.
lots of dark browns, lots of like red. Everything about
my-
them is basically red and fiery.
Do my words even register when I speak with them, or is it like a deliberate? I don't
No,
wanna fucking talk
nothing
to you.
registers at all. It is just
Okay,
a
okay.
blind fucking
Gotcha.
rage.
Gotcha. Cool. I pick Queen Tatiana up and I say vibe check. And then no words. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that's what I thought too. And I brace myself for the next day when hopefully they'll interact with us. But yeah, that was obviously when everybody was resting. So in the morning, I'll make my way out of the tent.
Yep.
And
Like their staff is all different. Everything is different. Like their staff, instead of it being its normal gnarled, really pretty like thing, it is like a bunch of thorns running up it with a couple of little roses in it, like summery roses. That's it. Not the big flashy. Nope.
gotcha. Very pretty. Good morning. I say
Hi.
to everybody.
You can't tell if it's morning or not, but you can definitely use good morning anyway.
Yeah, it's more like a hey, everybody woke up. I don't know what to say to them. So good morning. It was like a good morning question mark.
Zone.
Good time. So
I look at everyone like you're seeing this, right? Is anybody
Yeah,
gonna say-
Ulfir-
He's digging through his bag looking for sweets.
Ulfir's going to glance over at Glix, the furry eyebrows go climbing up his face, and he's just gonna make himself look busy otherwise.
Also, the burn marks from the previous day are still on her hands.
Cool.
Right. Don't know what to make of that. Okay, then.
Glix. Do
Mm.
you prefer to be called that, right? Okay.
Yeah, Glix is fine. Are we gonna go kill this bitch or what?
Well,
I mean,
I
we have to
suppose.
get there first. He's like shoveling
Good, let's go. And I
Like-
walk out of the tent.
stale cookies.
This is this is gonna be bad, right? I'm looking at everybody else. This is gonna be ungood. Yes.
This is unsettling. Yes.
I'm good. I
Well-
like that.
Z still shoveling stale cookie. I guess it just depends, on if we can actually kill her.
Don't speak while you're chewing. I turn to
Listen, the aggro version of Burning Man just walked out of the tent.
Kismet policing table manners right now. Probably casually talk about murdering Beth Lorna.
Being in court is like bringing out the sort of pristine, like pull to get like, very like manners first kind of person in Kismet. But
When you say kill this bitch, by the way, King Ribble kind of stops, looks back over his shoulder at you, and then just like goes on the side of the throne, sits down, and just chills there. Looks at the guards. They kind of like close in a little bit around him.
I walk over to Ribble. Give me the book.
Yeah, that's aggressive. You cannot make demands in my court.
Oh
I do whatever
God.
the fuck I want. Do you
Oh, God.
necessarily want like her to come here and me to tell them that you stole it?
No, but this seems to be a lot. This is we're at a bit of a peaceful situation.
Do we
let
hear
you
this?
all Rest.
Z is like wandered out of the tent, still eating,
Yeah,
just watching.
yeah.
No,
We're
we
heading
don't
out.
have time to mince words. We have to go.
walk over looking at Ulfir like, help, I'm gonna need someone to hold him back.
Ulfir is definitely striding over to Glix and then gently puts a hand on their shoulder.
They will immediately shrug it off.
It ain't moving.
Let go, Ulfir. We have to go.
We will, but I ask that you calm yourself.
Yeah, somebody should have calmed down yesterday rather than instigating a fight. Give me the book.
I turn to Green Baron Ribble. I say, sorry, it's been a rough night for us. But then
Clearly.
my apologies. The book would help us in our plans, and if you could spare it, we would be grateful for it.
I don't need this. I need to not die. So if
won't.
this Illig is intending on taking the crown, I will need you to stop that from happening.
Mhm. So you've decided to keep the throne?
Oh, so
I
all that talk
decided
about
to
Parliament.
keep my life. I can't make those changes before until I've had time. It doesn't happen in a day. I don't want to be a king, but I don't want to die either.
So just hand over the crown.
To someone else to let them die and be in the same situation over and over.
There's a saying in the court that I come from. Is that the best kings and queens are often the people who don't want the mantle. So I'm sure you'll do a lovely job. This situation with the Baron of Muckstump.
I mean, you have a Duke and Dame that are up there in that building that you were super shitty to yesterday. So it's obviously that you don't really necessarily care about people in general. So, you know.
Duke and Dame. Oh, you mean the
you were like deliberately
engineers?
violently shitty to them yesterday.
They were part of a building being on fire over and over again.
They were exhausted in trying to put it out, and you were just shitty to them. You didn't even offer help. You were just shitty to the two people putting out a fire that was magically going on over and over and over again because nobody failed to realize that something was put in there to start it over
You
and over
are
and over
being
again.
very disrespectful to
I
a
don't give
court
a
and a
fuck.
culture that
Glix.
you do not know. I intend.
By the way, Glix is like vibrating. She is like full blown.
The knights are standing
rage.
there, blades out, like
I
they
look-
are ready to work right now.
I look at Alfir, I look at Z, I'm like, do we?
You notice the book actually that he has, Alafor. It seems to have notes of all of the things that you talked to him about.
Okay, so he definitely took notes. Okay.
He just sort of shrugs at you. He says,
I
I'm
will
not starting anything.
I will step in between Glix and the king with my back to Glix. I understand. I suggest that we each do our part. Hand me the book. I will ensure that we will reach out to Illic. We will make sure that hostilities cease if possible.
That is all I wish for.
And I hold out my hand for the book. My word given freely.
He looks at one of the knights, and they go back behind the throne and pull out the book. Hand it to him, and he hands it to you, and he says, "Thank you, Alafor." And
Don't thank me yet. Just keep your head on your shoulders.
that is my plan. And he looks
You're
over
standing
at
close
Glix.
enough. You feel like Glix is basically on fire. Her body temperature is way high.
He looks over at Glix and he goes, "You need to leave now."
Okay, bye. And I turn around and walk away. I will if I have to strength contest to get away from Ulfir, I will. I'm going to just turn around and walk away.
Strength contest.
All right.
Is this a saving throw or just a check?
This is going to be strength athletics versus strength athletics, apparently.
Natural 20.
24.
What does your natural 20 give you? What's the number?
It's a 21.
It's
But
not
it's a
enough.
natural 20.
I know, but it is not enough. Ulfir is strong.
Glix, please wait.
Sorry, I didn't realize I didn't have the BTTV open.
That's not good.
Wait for what?
Do not go off on your own. You have no sense of direction.
Doesn't matter.
It matters to me.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter to me. Are we leaving or what?
Yes, we are leaving.
As we're starting to usher, as maybe Ulfir is starting to usher Glix away, I turn to the Baron once, the Emperor once, and I say, "Thank you once again for your hospitality. We will not forget it, and we'll take care of the Muckstump problem for you."
You notice that all of the knights take their weapons and they bring them to their face, and the king does a little nod at you.
I curtsy back. And as I'm curtsying, I'm starting to step away, and then I turn around and I follow over with the group. I'm just like,
Cool.
my eyes are like fucking darting between Glix and then Ophir and then Glix and then Elephor and then Glix and then uh yeah. So I'm just gonna
He's
quietly
just sort of
watch.
like strolling along, watching this. Like he's got a bowl of popcorn. He's just like fascinating.
This is
So
literally everything Z has ever wanted Glix to do.
So there is a little it is a land bridge. It's not like the other lifted bridge between this smallish island and the next one over. But between there, with a little bit of slightly better visibility as you're crossing this land bridge, you see the parts of the lake here, and the lake is again covered in fog. There's the scum, sort of green brown muck over it, but there's lily pads on this, and there are about a dozen bullywogs that are surprisingly chill. This is like a beach day for them. There are some just sitting on their lily pads, some just lazily floating in the water. You see them kind of like singing. It's the best way you can put it. It's not really something that is attractive to humanoid ears, but you know, that's what it sounds like. And they sort of see you all walking this bridge. You see a few of them like wave and nod.
I wave. And I do the thing and not the thing. And then I realize I'm doing that and I just like go.
Like, hello.
He leans over to kiss my. Do we actually? So. Do we know where Illig is? Because didn't we just agree to talk to him?
They don't know where he is either. I mean, but we seem to be having we have no problem seeming to find whoever we're looking for. So I think we'll be okay.
That's the power of the Fey Depot.
Thanks, I hate it.
We'll find whoever this Baron is. We'll talk to them, maybe convince them not to be a murderess. I mean, we don't know what they're like, so we'll see.
Maybe.
I mean,
maybe the Baron could work with the other Baron. You know, maybe they both want the same thing to end the monarchy, peace without peaceful.
He listened. He did take notes. He actually spent quite a while understanding what it was to have a representative government. I do believe that's what he actually wants. I don't think he wants to have a king anymore, but we need to make sure that everybody else understands that, or at least this Illic does, because if the revolution is still on, well, they've already won. They just don't know it yet. We just have to let them know. Did the
Honestly,
notes
I
say
could give a
anything
shit.
else?
Can we please go get our stuff?
anybody hungry?
Z
No.
looks at the rest of the group like, this is your problem.
So I suspect you all are making your way towards the D8.
Making our way, D8.
Mhm.
Cool.
We're following the lands rather than wade through, unless we see something interesting in the water. I think we'll just continue
No,
on.
there are what seem to be friendly bullywugs in the water, but that's all.
Yeah.
So
Wait,
you make it onto.
Clapperclaw. Hold on.
Yeah, we just left his ass on the bridge.
When I
No,
remember
Clapperclaw did tell you he would make it to Bavlorna's if y'all were making it to Bavlorna's. Remember?
He said he was going to follow us.
And he would help us get to thither if we help him find his original head.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, D8. So, rising from this mucky sort of ground, because this island, as y'all been on it, is kind of like, this is your feet sink into it, kind of mud, the splork, splork, splork as you walk through it. There is a wooden hut. Uh, the open doorway on the side of it. It's kind of small. You know, Ulfir would definitely have to duck to get in this place. Uh, and if you approach the hut and you go towards it, this is D8. Inside of here are two holding cells. There are what look to be like tree roots that's serving as bars for the cell, and a small round door closing off each cell. The floor of one of the cells is covered with water and it smells. And in the other cell, there's a figure slumped against the back wall. You have to get closer to see the figure more clearly, but you can tell that it is a bullywug.
Steve's going.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd walk in.
Yeah, he's like, hey, what'd you do?
Glix is standing outside.
So is Ulfir, just in case.
And if the ground is wet, you're watching steam come up for where her boots are hitting the ground.
Are you here to help?
Well, it depends. What did he do? He's like, you murder someone?
I helped Sir Talavar.
Oh, okay. He's a
Do you
friend.
know Sir You know Sir Talavar?
Yeah. At the mention of Sir Talwar, I like push to the front. I'm like, move, and I'll start like fiddling with the locks or whatever is in. Like, hey, L4, Glix, help.
And he does a double tap to the throat area, and he says, "I am Morgut, Knight of the Warts."
Right. Well, Morgut, do you know Illic?
She goes, "Illig? You mean the bandit?"
Well, I heard that they were a revolutionary, but I guess bandit would also fit.
I suppose you could also call the old king a revolutionary.
He's dead.
Gullop's dead?
Oh yeah, murdered.
By who?
Murdered, partially consumed.
And I look at us. Well, we may have had a hand in the revolution.
Green Banner Rebel is the
King interim. There's a plan to no longer have a monarchy, but it requires all of the Bullywugs out there to understand that there will no longer be a monarchy and that the revolution has already been won.
This has been a very, very long week.
Yeah, well, she like looks out where Glix is like steaming in the mud. I don't think we could talk about it for very long. But we're headed to Bavlorna's.
Well, we're heading to find Illig first.
Oh.
When you say Bavlorna, she goes, "Are you going to kill her too?"
Potentially. That is yet to be decided. It's going to depend on whether or not she gives us back her shit.
She's awful. She's the reason for all of this.
Huh. Well then, I'm going to try to pop the lock, if there is a lock.
There is.
just bark. Oh, okay.
Give me a check with your thieves tools if you have them.
It's what, sleight
I
of
will
hand, right?
guide you.
The way I roll it is thieves tools is your like any other proficiency with the dexterity thing. So if you have sleight of hand, you can use sleight of hand.
Yep. And you said you were guiding me, so that's a D4?
Yeah. I rest my hand on your shoulder as you're working. and like give annoying
Wow,
nods.
what a shitty roll. 13.
Lucky for you, the DC was 12. It's not a particularly complicated lock. So you are able to manage to get it open.
Popping the wooden lock is what Ulfir did.
Anyway, we're gonna just continue on past that. She goes, I am a knight. I am a balloon pilot. I helped Wigglewug. Do you know of his fate?
Unfortunately, the balloon crashed and Wigglewug did not make it. So Tolliver did. And he has gone to the Fey Courts
CV court.
to ask for assistance in righting the wrongs that Bevlorna has caused you. So it seems you have an interesting predicament. As we've just sprung you from the slammer, would you care to join us in finding Illig?
You must be hurt. Are you
To
hurt?
what end?
To inform Illig that there will no longer be a king, the revolution is won, and that they should come to join for parliamentary gathering. Basically, I go through the whole, I'm not going to sit here and do it because it will be too long. Elafor goes on this like nerd rant about how like representative government should happen and like there should be no more monarchies, that it should actually be representatives from the people, blah 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 blah. Like goes through the whole thing. Like it's really quite exciting. It's real change. I'm here for it. I'm very excited that it seems like all the bullywugs will perhaps stop putting heads on pikes on a bridge and making them talk. That seems like a really really bad way to do a government.
She looks really sad. Like after you told her Wigglewug was dead, she's kind of like pretty down. She goes, "You're heading to Bavlorna, yes?"
That is our ultimate goal, yes.
We get distracted a lot.
Once you take care of her, what do you plan to do?
I hear she's got 2 other hags that sisters, cohorts, coven, whatever. We shall pay them a visit in kind.
I don't think you'll need my help with Illig, but there is something I can help you with.
What's that?
You'll need to get out of here likely fast, as there will power up horrors of vacuum, yeah? Someone will want that power, but you'll need to go fast. The balloon? Did you see the balloon?
Yes, there's currently 1 left.
I can get you out of here on that balloon.
To what end? We have already made an agreement to go to Tether.
So you need to get to Tether fast.
This is going to be some Wizard of Oz shit. All right, fine. Let's go.
We're off to see the Tither.
Well, it's going to be us with a scarecrow inside of a balloon with a bullywog going from one land to another. This is straight up like this is Return to Oz.
She goes, I'll get everything prepared. Just come back to me when you're done.
Where?
That is back at D2.
The port.
Oh, okay. Just at the balloon port. Nowhere special. No other rendezvous. All right.
Yes.
Cool.
And
Before you leave, do you know where we might find it?
it's probably south of here, gathering whatever groups that he can. I'm sure others want to bring in a new court and change things to probably do the same thing. That's what always happens every time. Everyone's a revolutionary.
Right then.
As they've been talking, I'm like quietly like any if they're hurt, if she's hurt, I'll just like be putting band-aids on, dropping like a little
Roll me
bit
a
of
medicine
healing.
check. She doesn't need any actual heals, but a medicine check might help keep her in good shape. So let me see what you get.
The longer
Yes.
this takes, Glix is outside just pacing.
And I'll guide my soul. 12.
But you don't hurt her.
Okay. Yeah, you see like her me poking at her, and I'm like,
She's like, I'm okay. I'll be fine. I'm a knight.
right. Okay.
Are they Twilight branded band-aids?
Oh, for sure.
They
It's
sparkle.
like
No,
hashtag
They're my little
Team
froggies.
Edward.
Right, My Little Froggy band-aids.
That tracks.
She's
It's
like,
a hit with the bully box too. So
do you think that Ripple will have me arrested on sight? Now I'm an escaped prisoner.
oh,
Well, didn't the old king imprison you? So new king, new prisoners.
I'm going to avoid him. For now, at least.
what if we give you a note from us saying that we're allies, and if he's our ally, then by definition you're his ally too? It's a little weak, but maybe it will help.
Or maybe I'll get thrown back into the slammer.
Well, the lock is now very good, right?
I definitely helped someone steal a balloon to fly off with the prisoner for Bavlorna, and Bavlorna's still alive, and everyone here is fucking terrified of Bavlorna.
Right. Okay. Rule number 1 of court is just lie. You don't have to go confessing that. Okay, don't say that out loud. But sure, avoid
Right.
the emperor.
I can hide.
Okay.
I'm gonna
fine.
get you all that balloon.
And remember, don't tell people that you did it. Okay.
You all don't make a deal with her. No deals.
Of course not.
I was not intending on it.
She's been awful to all the friends we've made so far. And us, so.
And remember, she doesn't respect the rules of this place.
That has become painfully obvious. And I point to the fiery one. I don't think it's going to be a problem.
I'm
I haven't even
standing
come
outside.
inside. I'm outside, you just watching me pace back and forth in front of the door.
Ulfir is keeping pace with the pacer and evidently striding alongside the living embodiment of the Kill Bill siren.
Literally. Literally that. You ever seen a panther that's super agitated and just starts pacing? That's the full energy that you have right now. Glix is
Okay.
literally ready to burn all of this place down.
She's going to.
Well, Z is starting to
unless y'all
get
have more
bored
to
after
tell her.
Ulfir's really long lecture about like representative governments and stuff. So like, yeah, he has like some of the same anti energy, but sort of like pacing. He's just going like from foot to foot, just sort of like
Sauntering.
Cool.
I
So
love it.
she heads out of this place, and you see her sort of dive into the water and just kind of swim off.
As she dives, I'll be like, take care, and I'll do like a last minute guidance. It only lasts a minute, but just if I'll do that.
Okay. It might help her. You never know.
mhm.
I'm
I'm
"Well,
like,
that
okay,
was
can we
me."
go now?
And I promise I've been paying attention. I've just been redoing my spells since we had a long rest.
You
I
get,
told
Oh,
y'all
yeah,
you're
I
not
gotta
going to
do
like
that.
Summer Glix.
It's all good.
you won't like me when I'm summer.
I have no healing on me.
Oh,
That's
great.
It's
That won't
100%
turn out for
fire
the
and
worst.
offense.
So
We have
no pressure.
band-aids. We'll be fine.
Right.
There is-
So south, it seems, is
Yeah.
our next goal.
We continue onward in the most obvious direction.
So there's two directions, really. You could go through another building, the D11 building, or you could head where you see another building behind where this prison is, off on a small bridge, and then there is a curve south that leads you towards the lake.
The curve south, I think. I look at everybody else. We should at least complete our task.
Yeah, I guess.
Which way is the fastest way to Bavlorna?
Completing our task.
You actually don't know the fastest way to Bavlorna.
Yeah, I think we just keep moving and we'll get there as soon as we can.
Then let's go.
So
Right
y'all
then.
are heading towards D9.
South, yeah.
Yep.
All right. And my captions are acting funky again, so I'm gonna refresh them. All right. So at D9, there is a large tree in the middle of a patch of what seems to be heavily churned mud. Like there are multiple footsteps over here that have happened, and you start to hear noises before you really get there. There are rusting and rotted bits of armor and weapons sort of scattered on the ground here. And as you get closer in, you see there are two long lengths of chain attached to this tree. And there are
Uh-oh.
two bullywugs with shackles on their ankles attached to these chains.
What did you do? He calls out.
There's a bullywug knight standing outside of here, and he goes, "Have you all been to the court recently?"
Yes.
And
Yes, we
tense
have.
face. He goes,
Maybe.
"I don't know what to do with them.
Who are they?
Former prisoners of King Gullop.
Well, new king, new prisoners. It's not, let 'em go.
Basically, I've been told that we don't enforce any rules from the old king, but I haven't
Yeah,
been
well, I
told
killed
what
the
rules
old
we
king.
are
Go ahead and
supposed
let
to
him go. Can we
enforce."
keep going, please?
Well, there is real change coming, but I believe that if the
Wow.
old king
Did you say
imprisoned
real
them,
chains coming?
change.
Change.
Ah, okay, great. I was like, don't put me in chains. I haven't done anything. I'm just trying to enforce the rules.
What
Understandable.
have they done?
Yeah.
Do you know?
I don't know. The old king used to imprison people for multitude of reasons.
Like, hey, what'd you do?
There's a new king. Let them go.
I
Can we
ate too
please
many
keep it moving?
flies.
Yeah, let him go.
Yeah, I believe they should be fine to be free. Go ahead and release them.
It's a new king. We have to get rid of the old stock. Everything must go.
Clearance sale at the prison.
Clearance.
No, maybe
Alright.
we don't make that joke.
Oh,
Oh.
yes.
Yeah,
Cheerfully
my
retracted.
bad.
I
Uh,
don't know what that's referencing, but I turn to Glix and I say very softly under my breath, there is a part of you that would care about these prisoners. It's still
I don't care. I want to get to Bavlorna as quickly as possible.
well, it's in
She's
there.
not gonna care. Well, it's not. It's Glix. It's not Glix.
You're not
Don't
gonna.
worry about it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I believe Z is correct, and we are just going to have to move forward. Passion, emotion, anger, that seems to be the summer way.
You know how the Fae works. He looks at Kismet.
I look back and I say, I used to be one too. Just mine worked very differently, but I'm just surprised, that's all. I just turn to Glix and then I'm like, we're here for you, whether you like it or not. And then I turn back.
Can we keep going, please?
March forward? Yeah. I don't wait for you to get that word in. I just like say that and then I'm like speed walking ahead.
And I speed walk follow.
Yeah.
The
pick
knight
up my
just looks
pace.
very confused. He's like,
I'm also.
I
very
don't have a
confused.
key.
I turn around
I-
and look at Ulfair and go, can you pull those chains out of the tree?
Yes. Ulfair will go yank the chains.
No
I'm gonna
locks?
need 2 athletics checks.
You got it.
As Ulfer is walking back, I'm like, be
12.
careful, touch guidance.
Wow. And I do not yank those chains. Good God.
I'll see if I
These-
can pop the locks.
These chains so strong.
I thought they were rusted.
They
Well,
are
the armor
rusted.
and the weapons are rusted.
The armor's
20,
a weapon.
21 and 18 to pop the locks.
Nice.
Successful, because those were 17s for your check. These are a little bit more complicated. They don't want prisoners just getting out willy-nilly, but you're able to pick up the locks. And the knight goes, I'm going to pretend I didn't see that.
Whatever helps you sleep at night. Go forth and join your friends at court. They will fill you in on what's happened.
Excellent. While you're passing by this area, you do actually see this other place, D10. It is a large black balloon floating over the lake. It's kind of like tugging at its moorings, similar to the other ones, but this one's a little different. And there is a sign outside of this place. It's within around 20 feet of y'all, and it says wondrous wares and fair fares.
Shopping trip, huh?
The
We
balloon is
must.
not made of fabric, by the way. It seems to be a rolling dark rain cloud that is contained under netting. You do not have to stop here. It is just a place that exists.
How dare you say that to me?
I don't
I
know.
look between
Y'all have to deal with summer
everybody.
glicks. I don't.
Yeah, I look at Glix. I look at Glix. You gotta admit that.
Do
looks
you
pretty
have
cool.
anything to trade?
Yeah, I got tons of stuff. And I just pap my components pouch.
And
Well, I
we'll
don't
look at the
want to trade
balloon
any of my
and
stuff.
We said we were going that way.
I almost considered lying to Glix and telling them that they're pointing at the wrong direction, but I resist the urge and I say, I would love to make a pit stop.
There may be
They-
cookies, Glix.
I don't
Or-
want a
or-
cookie. I want our shit back. And
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
go home.
Well, there could be something that would help us in our fight against Bavlorna, because it seems like that's what it will end up being.
You watch her fingers start to light on fire a little bit. I don't need anything else.
Maybe not you.
Well, if you want to get something, you could go and we could go on with Glix. You could just catch up.
Well, does nobody else want? Are you kidding? Look at what it says.
My curiosity is definitely piqued, but I believe that the path of least resistance will serve us better, and I don't feel like arguing with Glitz right now.
Just fucking go do your shopping trip. I don't want anything. And she'll just sit down. And literally everything around her is smoking.
It just butt in the mud.
She doesn't care. She's
I-
not going to get wet. She's basically the temperature of fire.
Z will go with Kismot then.
Short of chucking her in the lake, and that will probably boil the water around her, she'll find a root
Love
and
it.
sit down and hope the tree doesn't catch while she's sitting there.
She sits down angrily, but Kisma still like smiles like very widely and says, "Thank you so much." And she will like speed walk towards the little store.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely want to go look and see what's there. So
You need anything, Ophir?
Fresh food would be nice.
If only it was a bakery.
I'll take it.
I open up my bag and I throw a loaf of bread at each of them.
All right. So
Like good,
Good.
fresh baked, really good quality, like Fey bread that I carry
I-
around with me.
I catch it and I say, "It's the thought that counts."
Kismet, Alifor, and Z are going into the shop.
Yep.
Kismet and Z, I want you to roll me a history check with advantage.
Oh hell yeah!
And
Yes.
Alifor, I want you to roll me a history check.
Ooh, amazing.
that's a 22 for me, dog.
Natural 20 for me with my +0 in history.
Excellent.
17 for me.
So
It's a Fey pawn shop. I've sold things here before.
it takes you a minute, Kismet, but all of you recognize these creatures. There's two of them. There are legends of these creatures. You've heard of them before. They are. There was a legend of a Sealy Fae who betrayed the Summer Queen. And she cursed every member of his house. It takes you a minute to remember the story, but the story comes to you nonetheless once you see these creatures. You know they are his offspring. He was named Dubkatha, or Dark Crow. The other descendants of his house were called Dub Sith, or Darklings. That is what these creatures are. They are cursed. They look like almost goblinoid, dark skin, long pointed noses, sharp looking teeth, claw like feet, almost like a velociraptor. But they look at you jovially. There's two of them. One of them goes, "Greetings! My name is Trinket." The other goes, "And I'm Bauble. How may we be of service to you this great, great day and hither?"
I look at it.
Hi.
What does the shop look like inside here? There's the creatures.
The shop
Is it-
is this is a balloon. There's literally just a basket with a few things on a table outside of it.
Oh, what's on the table?
I was just gonna get to
Oh, okay.
on the table, what you can see is what is listed as a very good thimble, a mug of bumble beer, dusk marlow pie. It has decorative bite marks on it. There's a bundle of dry wood, and it says in little parentheses, "Great for starting fires." There are portraits, ink portraits, and it says, "If we have to look at you, so should you." And then there is what is listed as a moonlight monocle, and it says, "No more fumbling in the dark."
Yeah, I ask about the moonlight monocle.
Ah, yes. Oh, yeah. The moonlight monocle. It's a great bit of wear. With this, you can see through the night sky as if it was broad daylight. Now, not the sky here where this fog is, but you seem to know the sky better than most. I imagine those wings are not just for decoration.
That is correct.
Yes, 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 yes. The goggles, the monocle is one of our best pieces.
I'm looking at. I look back at Kismet. Would be good for Ulfia.
All right.
Do I know what dusk marlow pie tastes like?
Dusk mallow pie? Sure, you like the taste of it. This is a taste of home.
Okay.
It does seem to have bite marks in it that strangely look like the teeth of these creatures, though.
I'm gonna lean over and give it a good sniff to see how fresh it smells.
Nothing smells fresh here.
Oh.
Just because you can't sniff this and get a good whiff of it without getting a nice swampy mist up the nostrils.
And I'll just kind of under my breath with like Kismet and Z. I don't have much to trade, but that would really be useful for, I think, Ulfia. Do either of you have anything?
You'll see, we do have particular trade demands.
Oh,
Hmm.
of course.
For the monocle, and they sort of argue at each other. It's like, I do the monocle. No, you don't get to do the monocle. It's my turn. You got the last cell. And then all of a sudden you see them. Damn. It is mine.
Best out of
So,
3.
for the one who wants to have the monocle, I would like the rhythm in your step. And he looks behind him and he brings out a articulated wooden marionette, and he kind of makes it dance on the counter of this table, and he's just like 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. But it's kind of off, like the step doesn't seem to be on the time that he's counting. He's like, as you can see, Suzanne here can't keep timing. I need rhythm for her. If you trade me your rhythm, you may have the monocle.
Do you do memories?
Memories? No, memories are too precious to only those who own them. But rhythm,
Can I just insight check that? Like, I'm trying to see if, like, I gather he wants rhythm right now, but he's like, oh no, we don't do memories are too precious. I'm like, really? Have you ever done memories before?
Roll an insight.
Wix is pacing again.
16.
Oops, hold on a second. He's definitely done memories before. Maybe not now, but at some point, he's definitely done memories before.
Yeah.
I'm gonna piggyback off of what Z said, and I say, how about this? A memory of perfect rhythm. If I could share
No.
that with you.
Not the memory of. We need the rhythm. We have to have the boogie and her step.
Well, I can see in the dark,
Yeah.
so I'm not particularly jazzed.
Stella needs her groove back.
Unfortunately, yeah, I don't think I'm willing to give up
One,
anything
two,
more of
three,
myself
one,
than
two,
already in
three.
this
See,
place.
It just doesn't work. One is
Have you considered that this might just be a matter of practice?
it's like clearly you don't want this item.
Well, I really
Trinket's
do.
like, no. Hold on a second. Hold on. Maybe he's given up, but I am not. I have an offer that you absolutely cannot refuse.
Let's hear it.
And he looks at you and he's like, you have exactly what I miss so much in my life. You see, well, here, I'll show you. And he pulls out a marble. It looks like a cat's eye marble. And the weird part about it is it looks like it used to have color and it doesn't anymore. And he says, well, you see, I have a very special place where I put her in a statue of mine. And well, over time, she starts to lose her vividness.
Mm-hmm.
I need that. And you have such beautiful vividness in your eyes.
My
If
eyes.
you're wishing to trade the color of your eyes to me.
Sure. To remind you, the color of Kismet's eyes. It's just pitch black void. She doesn't have pupils.
You would go from pitch black void to being blank white.
Yeah.
Take it. I don't particularly care.
Could you throw in your blood too?
Oh, yes. That would be
Excuse
very
me?
nice.
I mean, not all of it.
No.
Why?
Because the trade was for the color of eyes for a monocle. What does my blood have to do with that?
And what else would go with the
Think
color
of
of
it
the
like
eyes?
a freebie.
What also would be lost by the person giving it to you? And I narrow my eyes just a little bit.
Nothing.
Insight,
Go for it.
19.
There's no deception roll. He's not lying.
Okay.
Really mind. It's been so many years. I would love to switch things up a little bit. Take it.
Blix is gonna yell, "What's taking so long?" from like across the field.
And he sticks out his hand.
I hold
Shake.
my eye. Oh, sure, I'll take it.
Shakes a hand. Hup be mine. And you'll see it. It is almost like there was color, the deep inky blackness just yanked from her eyes. And instead of it filling like the little cat's eye part of the marble, the whole marble becomes just a pitch black marble. And he's like, oh, it's beautiful. And when you look at Kismet, blankness. It is just blank white stare. And he's like, here you go. Hands the monocle over.
Well, Kismet turns around. Do I look pretty?
You look creepier than you've ever
Pretty
looked
cool.
before.
I look forward to you standing above somebody while they sleep and then waking up and seeing your new eyes. Yes.
I'm excited too. Good thing I can't see myself in the mirror, I suppose. And I'll turn back. And with the monocle in my
You're
hand.
not a full vampire. You can see yourself in the mirror.
No. Fine. Yes.
She
Ow.
chooses
Kismet's
not
a
to see
90s
herself
comic
in the
book
mirror.
character.
Wait,
Yeah.
by not seeing myself in the mirror, I turn my back towards all mirrors that I face, so I never see
Kismet
myself.
just assumes that all the vampire traits apply to her. So she's never bothered to look at a mirror. She just thinks that she can't see herself in one. So why bother? Thank you for this lovely transaction. When the color fades, will it return to me or will it be gone forever?
Oh, this is gone.
Okay.
Thank you.
Enjoy. Bye.
Kismont's a 90s comic book character now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Off we go.
Hasn't she always been?
Oh, that's right.
More so now. It's Kismet 2099.
I'm glad we got this out of the way before I commissioned Zero for art, because that would have
right?
been I'll be like, hey Zero, do you mind just go?
You know, it wouldn't be that
It
hard of
wouldn't
a
be that hard
change.
to just delete the black part and replace it with white.
An eraser tool exists. It's good.
I would love for it to be a PNG, so it's like a transparent, like the eyes are like literally no color.
Perfect. Perfect.
Amazing.
All right.
So, heading back out. Glix, were you up to anything while this was going on?
I'm like
Pacing.
And all
pacing.
fair.
I'm pacing, and it's
Really
just
just
getting
pacing?
more anxious.
Ulfir is no longer trying to keep pace with Glix. Ulfir is standing about 5-6 feet away, with a hand on his axe.
And he's probably real nervous because like there's little flames that are licking at my fingertips and shit. Like Glix basically looks like she's on fire.
He looks angry, but cautious.
Cool. All right. So after getting your shop on, there is, if you keep going around where D9 is, it just basically takes you to what seems to be docks. Like there's long bridges that lead out to the water, essentially.
Do we rejoin Ulfir and Glix?
I suspect so. I mean, unless y'all didn't want to, or y'all wanted to conversate before that or something.
As we get there, as we get there, I'm just gonna be like, Ulfir, check this out.
Ulfir
hold
turns
up
around and immediately stops in his tracks. What happened to your eyes?
Oh, it's just a change of pace. Look what we got you. I hold out the monocles.
He will gingerly take the monocle, not taking his eyes off of Kismont's. Were you hurt?
No, I traded. I can still see.
You did this for me.
Well, yes, it'll help you see in the darkness. Elafor thought it would be a good idea for you to have it.
And I name you Winter-Eyed, for the snowfields now lie where the darkness once did. I thank you.
That is
Glix is
And
very
he
already
will-
walking for the docks.
He will attempt to put it on and look classy as fuck.
It fits perfectly.
Excellent.
Somehow. It doesn't seem like it should, but once you put it over your face, it just kind of fits and sits right into place. And
My guts tell me these are goggles of night.
somehow it affects both of your eyes.
Yep.
Rad?
It is indeed goggles of night.
Hell yeah.
love it.
Glix kind of takes one look at Kismet and is like, and keeps going. Just starts walking for the docks.
That's a reaction shift right there.
Perfect.
Ulfir is actually going to try to sidle up to Elafor and lean down and whisper as conspiratorially as he can. If her rage threatens us, can I count on you?
I look at him. Unfortunately, yes. Hopefully,
Thank
it won't
you.
come to that.
Yes.
I'm surprised that Because he didn't try to steal the pie.
I am also very
Me
surprised. by
too.
this.
Yeah.
So surprised
Hey,
at
Z's
that.
growing.
Look at that. We're
I
seeing
mean-
character growth.
It just didn't spark joy in him today. Okay, like you're just.
Fucking Mary condoing your
Yeah.
check-in. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
You don't
like,
have
it
to
just-
lock your doors. Nothing you have sparks joy.
Yeah, I looked at the list and I was like, maybe if it was like a cake with sprinkles or something, but it was just a pie. I don't know, with bite marks on it. Someone else already licked it, you know, like. Yeah. Anyway,
Glitch. Oh.
do I hear Elafor and Ulfir's like conspiracy whispering?
Caesar must die. Caesar must die.
I don't know. Roll a perception check. Sure. That's a high enough roller. I think you might be listening.
Okay. I pull it over and I'm like, what constitutes a threat?
If we are going to die or be basically, if it will threaten our safety, and I look at Ulfir.
If the rage turns towards any of you,
Oh,
I
yeah,
will put
well,
a stop to it.
That's self-defense.
Clicks wouldn't mind.
Z loses it, just splits off.
Cool.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna catch up with Glix. Like, I'm gonna try to keep face with them.
Glix is
won't
a
say
little ahead of
anything.
you. And Glix, what you see once you step up onto these docks, there doesn't seem to be a boat here. Nothing to ferry you from the end of these docks to another, at least not right now. There is an entrance to this place, though. And inside of this place, it is built into a tree. The tree, you're looking at it from the backside of it, and the tree from the backside looks like their arms kind of like welcoming someone in. If they were looking at it from the front, you might have saw it if you were paying attention from the first time you passed by it, but otherwise, it didn't really fucking affect you. From the back, you step in and you see you're on what seems to be the lower level of this place. It goes up from where you are. And in this lower level, it is water, swamp water. There seems to be bullywug nobles and bards. They're again doing music, but this time it actually sounds like music people would actually like. They have instruments. One is playing a lute. There's another one playing a drum. There's another one that has a small horn. The language that they're singing in is Sylvan, but it sounds very pretty. Like they actually have skills at music, and there seems to be people enjoying it inside of this pool. And then there is a set of stairs that leads to an upper level of this place, which you can't see very clearly.
I'm just going to kind of look around. Do they see me standing there?
They do. They kind of stop and look at you.
Hey,
But
which way to the
the-
hag's house?
One of them just kind of points upstairs.
I will start walking right across. And as I'm walking through the water, like I'm assuming it's not super deep water, right?
it's not. It's only a
Yeah.
few inches.
Everywhere I
honestly.
walk, you just see the little bubbles of it boiling as I walk through it.
And a few of the bullywugs step back, and I guess you all are approaching behind
we're
Glix here.
following after Glix. Yeah. So we'll start following her through the tree. Live music bar here.
Is this what we all want? I mumble to the rest of the party as we're walking, trying to catch up with Glix.
I mumble
Right
back.
now?
I mean, we could leave her, but we have the same end goal, so
We can't leave them. That's
No, we will not leave them.
good. Good. I wouldn't. Everybody has a phase, okay? This is fine. We can.
Wow. Wow. Not a phase, Mom.
Like from
Yeah, no, this is
Eladrin to
really not a
Eladrin.
phase. This is Glix has been pushed to straight up rage
Absolutely.
with
Like,
everything that's
this-
happened over the last
I
3
think
days.
his mom means like a phase of being, like Eladrin's have a phase of
Yeah.
being. That's not nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
But it definitely comes out of like, we're
It's
gonna
just a
get through
whatever.
this.
Yeah.
no, but yeah, she definitely means it in more of like a
Season.
this will pass. Yeah.
How
everyone
close
has a
are they to
season.
me? Like, would I have heard Z say we could just leave her?
Depending on how
Oh.
fast you've been walking, and you've been,
I'm just stomping by. I'm just
yeah,
going. Yeah.
you probably
just making
wouldn't
sure.
have. Because they're probably like, you're upstairs and getting up there, and they're like, and you get a few of them, and these are, you can immediately tell these are the haughty types. They're like, good evening. Welcome. What brings you to our establishment?
I'm looking for the hag's house. The folks outside told me to come up here.
Ah, Pavlornis. Yes, you may find an approach. However, there is enjoyment to be had while you're here.
I've had about all the enjoyment I can take over the last 24 hours. I would like to speak to the hag. What's the fastest way there, please?
What can you give us?
What do you want?
Well, that is quite the question.
Being that we are guests of the court and, you know, hospitality.
I am being hospitable. I am
Oh.
not required to answer your questions.
No, but if
we
you'd
have
like
not
something,
kicked you
just,
out of our place.
yeah, just let me know what you want. If I
don't
have
know
it, I'll
what
give
you
it.
have to offer. Please.
Not a whole lot.
Trinkets, baubles.
I
Something
will
important to
oh
you.
God, what the hell do I have in my, do I have that much? Hold on. I will pull out, oh, you know what? I do have a thing. I will pull out my, hang on, I gotta find my inventory. I'm gonna pull out a tiny sundial that casts shadow only in moonlight. I have this little sundial. It only works at night. It's kind of a trick.
And when you pull it out is when you realize that now you have a good idea of the gauge of time, even though you can't see the sky, because it works as intended. And they're like, ah. This seems to be a fair trade. I accept.
Put it on the table. How can I get there the fastest?
How strong are you?
Not very, but I am very fast. And I can make myself stronger.
And I guess during this negotiation, the rest of you would approach and sort of hear this
trailing up.
this
If we saw that's where Glix went, yeah.
exchange. Yeah. Well, you could see where Glix
Scorch
went
marks
because
on the stairs.
eyes sort of follow where this is. I don't know if it'd be necessarily scorched because it's
Yeah, it
so
wouldn't be
fucking
scorched.
damp in here.
Yeah.
But
Dry
you can
spots.
see yeah, like footprints. And they go, follow me. And one of them kind of gets up, and this bullywog is actually dressed nice. Remember the ones in the actual court were kind of in like ratty clothes. This one is in like a pinstripe vest and a nice pair of pants, and it just kind of splish splash, and goes to here. There is a window with a clothesline attached above it. Straight across there will lead you to the entrance to her cottage. Now, I'm not sure this will support. Looks at all of your weights, but a couple of you seem to be able to not have to worry about it.
Well, we know where she is now.
I can't guarantee you that she's there. I can only tell you how to get there.
Another part to it.
What'd you say? You
I
said
asked
something, Johnny?
Yeah. I asked, is there another part to it besides how?
He looks at you with a curious face like, there's always other parts to it in the Prismere.
You almost said Feywild, but then you clocked that I'm also from the Feywild. I saw that. Okay. Well, do you know where we can find the remaining pieces of the puzzle before we head up?
You're smart enough. And he takes a puff of his cigar.
That's very kind of you. I needed that today, actually. Hey, what do you think about my eyes?
He leans closer to you.
I lean back.
And he goes, he's smaller than you. And he looks up and he goes, I think you got a raw deal.
Raw deal. Indrani doesn't know what that means. Is that an American term?
It means
It's a bad deal.
You made it. Yeah, they got a better deal out of it than you did. They got more than you did.
Shit. Well, too late now. So.
What do you think of my eyes? And he's kind of leaning forward with the monocle, like, huh?
I think you need an outfit to go along with it. I know an excellent tailor.
We will speak soon.
Glix's eyebrow will go up.
Your fur on your legs. That would probably bring a fancification that is unlike any other.
The minute he says excellent tailor, my eyebrow goes up and goes, we have a better one. How do we want to get across the lake?
No, we don't, because this Glix is going to dress Ulfir in napalm.
The clothesline seems to be the way to get across the lake. That's what he was pointing at. That's why he asked if you're strong.
Yeah, and does it look?
Yeah, but he also said it might not hold everybody's weight. Ulfir's real big.
Can we guess, like, would it hold Ulfir if he was the only one on it? Even like, is this passable? Logistically?
Do you want to investigation check? I suppose.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm not the best person to do it, but
I mean, we could probably all sit there and stare at it and figure it out. Because my investigation, I got a 21.
Yeah. She's like, I don't know how to estimate something like Ulfir size.
Glix, you take a look at this. You pull on it, kind of check how it moves, the looseness of the rope, how secure the tie is, kind of pull at it, try to pull it away. It doesn't come off. However, guesstimation based on that roll, I think it probably carry about 200-ish pounds.
Anyway, how do we want to get across this lake? Because unless we're flying Oldfair across, we ain't gonna make it.
I mean, we could steal a boat, I guess. Borrow a boat.
Oldfair can swim.
Swim.
We're still not done with what we have to do, though.
What do we need to do other than take care of Bab Lorna and get our shit back?
We could do that after we take care of Bab Lorna. If we're quick.
Good.
We are not going to be here after Bev Lorna is dealt with. We've already made plans to go to Tither immediately after.
We did give our word,
I didn't give my word to anybody.
and yet the group gave their word.
As y'all are saying this and checking this out, you start to hear the sound of even more music and revelry. And it is sort of approaching from the side of the lake, down on the southern part. You all would know this. Players, maybe not necessarily characters, but this is definitely the sound of a party boat. Like, this is just, they are lit. Bullywugs are lit right now, and it is just music and cheering. You hear a splash. Someone definitely either fell off the boat or was thrown off of it, sort of thing. Maybe this is intended to be a ferry, but that's not how it's being used, apparently.
You could just try
Is
with
the
them.
party boat moving?
It sounds like it's moving towards y'all area.
Oh. Does anyone else hear Zydeco? Because I'm into it.
It's just Sandstorm playing on repeat.
Oh no. I'm no longer into this.
I mean, I just thought it was Venga Boys. We like to party.
Oh Jesus.
It's been that kind of week. That's Coda Girl. That's
Wow.
Coda Girl fans raid alert is the Venga Bus.
Venga Boys, you unlocked like a core memory that has been locked away in the depths of my mind. God damn, okay.
Right. Well, are we taking that boat and going south, or I'm fine either way, but I'm completing what I said I was going to do.
I agree with Ilafor.
Z's just like literally 30 seconds ago, they said they wouldn't leave clicks. Now they're like, well, we have a
Never said
promise
anything
to
about leaving Glicks.
The two of
I
them
never said anything.
No. Y'all were like, we're not leaving Glicks.
Yeah.
Now we're like, we're going to get this thing. Glicks is like on their own plan.
Nope. Wait and see.
Z's watching. Z's like, this is not my problem.
I didn't promise anybody anything. I have been interrupted and talked over, and every time we have tried to do anything, it has always led to violence, and I'm tired of it, and I want to go home now.
This is the way home.
No, it's not. That's
Elafor
the
looks-
way home. And she'll
Elafor
and
looks
she'll-
at you. Bullshit. Are you done being a pouty fucking child?
No, fuck you. We
at
need
this
to go
moment,
home.
you know, because you're saying that us talking never did anything. Well, it definitely did multiple times. You are the one that told me to talk before murdering, before making assumptions, and I am better for it. If you have decided that you no longer want to be that person that is part of you and inside of you, fine. But recognize
go
that this is one
home.
quarter of you.
I don't give a shit. I want to go home. I'm over this fucking place. It has been nothing but violence since we have got here.
Also bullshit.
Because anytime we have tried to do anything right, it has always led to violence. I would like to go home. I didn't
So
want to
you-
be here to begin with. I don't give a
And
fuck
so
about
you
my
would
sense of direction.
condemn more to violence then.
I don't care anymore.
That's also a lie.
Done real good here. We've cleansed parts of this land. We've helped those in bondage. We were entrusted by sweet Jingle Jangle to aid her, and Clacker Claw, and others who
Yeah,
do
we
not
can't aid.
want.
Elmer
We
wants
can't
a
aid any of
thumbstick.
them until we get to her. And I'll keep nodding at Bevlorn where they said
And
Bevlorn
so
was.
we shall after we accomplish the task that
There
was
is no
given
task
us.
to accomplish.
There is! And I am finished with your rage.
Yeah, well, I'm not.
Then what do you intend to do about it?
I'm going across the rope.
Very well.
Make me a athletics check.
And I'll climb right out the window and start walking.
Well, it would be like a line, so you're gonna have to kind of hold down and
Oh,
slide,
gotcha.
sort of thing.
Oh, it's like a slidey thing? Oh, that wouldn't be
Yeah.
dex. Okay, it's athletic. Okay.
Oh shit.
It's athletics.
See, I was
Because you
thinking
need to be able to hold on as you go sliding down.
Oh, see, I thought it was like a walk across thing.
Oh no! This is too small. It's a
Gotcha.
clothesline.
I was walking across an immovable rod as a panther.
You're not a panther right now.
I could be.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Setting the clothesline on fire as you go.
It's too damn
Oh.
for that.
Do I do the fun thing or do I do the
No, that's a 7. And if I fall in the water, I'm gonna be shaped into a shark. So
When this Glix hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Glix-
somebody could also try to stop me from going out the window, but
Glix is raging a little too hard and jumps up on the thing, attempts to get a grip. It's a little mossy, and out of the window and splash.
beast form shark
Oof.
as I'm falling through the air.
You hear as this happens, because y'all can't necessarily see it. This is a little ways down, but you hear a few bullywugs go.
Wait. I take that back. How high up in the air are we?
Probably about 30 feet.
I take that
Turn
back
into a
face step and I
goldfish.
land on the water, or I land on the ground safely face step.
There's no ground directly under this. This falls right onto water.
Right, but if I'm going right out, it's already over the water. It's not like up the tree and there's like stuff at the base of the
this,
tree.
This
Oh,
goes
okay.
over
Well,
the
then it's
water.
this
beast
balcony
shaping
is an
into a shark.
overhang. Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
know it was a balcony. Okay, so
I
I'm a
l-
shark now.
I look at the bullywug we were just talking with. Fishing net. Where?
He goes,
I have to find my
Fishing.
shapeshift stuff.
what noble
Wait,
form uses fishing?
I look around. Is there any netting or anything like that?
No. This looks like
Oh.
a bullywug's version of a swanky upscale bar.
Hmm.
This is a country club for
Yeah.
bullywugs.
Okay.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's not Joe's Crab Shack.
Now I'm hungry. Damn.
I have to pull up my shark stats. I just know I have them.
Let's
I'm gonna
get
just start swimming around the center.
What is your solution here to rile them up even more?
V crosses his arms and says, yeah, because if Glix is a threat, I will help. But it's different if you cause Glix to be a threat because you're fucking around with them. Glix wants to do what Glix wants to do. They'll still be in the lake when we get back. Let's go talk to Illig and then come back.
No. If we leave them and then they make their way to Pavlorna, they'll fucking die.
Or they'll kill
Alone?
Bavlorna and problem solved.
Do you really think that any one of us on our own will be able to kill the hag?
No.
Okay.
So
then let's
yeah.
not lie to ourselves that it's a suicide mission if we let them go alone.
remember, I
Okay.
can't fucking lie.
Can you
Well,
turn into a shark with circle of stars though? Like, is that
That's just
low
regular B
enough?
shape. I can use circle of stars in
Yeah, but I mean, is that CR a level that you can
A
actually?
swimming-
yeah,
accomplish?
it's level
Sure.
reef shark is level 4.
That's too high. You can't that without at a level 4. That is too high because your highest you can go is
No. Their challenge rating is a half. It's a level
that's what
4
I'm saying. I thought you're
available.
saying.
Oh no! I have a
challenge
whole
rating
table of what
4.
you can
No,
I
do
was
the
like,
CR,
please,
based on your
no.
level.
I was like, no.
I can send you the link
Yeah,
to
that's
the
fine.
document. I have a
I just-
document that has all of the
Reef shark.
druid wild
I
shapes
just didn't know which
available.
one.
Reef
At level
reef
4,
shark.
I can do a
Yeah,
reef shark.
I got
reef
you.
shark is a
Yeah,
CR
it's a
one
half
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
you're good.
Sorry.
No, I was
Street
just
shark.
making sure. I'm just trying to make sure.
No,
like,
I had
know what the
this
fuck is
set
going
up
on.
and ready to go when I thought we were going to have to swim in the
Okay.
lake to go
No,
get
you're
what's
good.
balls. So,
Yeah, reef shark's fine.
This is totally Jawsome.
oh yeah, no, Glix is off the deep end. Like this has happened
Off
maybe
the
twice in
deep
her.
end.
Oh, sorry.
Hey!
Fuck.
Oh my
me.
god.
This happens maybe once every 30 or 40 years. Sometimes a little sooner than that. I think the last time it happened, it was a big fight with Stormy. So yeah.
So what are y'all doing? The rest of the crew.
I look at Alfir.
Look, if you I understand that it's hard to empathize, and they are being everything you said they are,
It's
but
not about empathy. It's about practicality. If we all get in a fight,
exactly. I agree with you. See, that's what I was trying to get to. Like, you don't have to be empathetic, but don't make the situation worse.
no, that's
Also,
what I'm saying.
Glix.
If they're going to make the situation worse, I point at
You can
Ophir
see
and Alpha.
better
I'm
than you've been able
agreeing
to
with
see
you.
before now as a
Mhm.
shark because you can see clearly through this water
Yep.
and you see the steps and area which lead to where they said this zip line would go or this
Mhm.
clothesline would go.
And for the record, Z, I don't think you are in any form to throw stones inside of this glass house.
What?
I don't.
When
We-
has anyone?
we-
When have I ever tried to find anyone? In this
When have you?
group?
Oh, I thought we were talking about making it worse, because we've all done that. Every single one of us. We are
Mhm.
messy. We are broken. This is what happens.
Well, if
Unfortunately,
you
unfortunately,
attack Glix
Glix
and the
is
Glix
going to-
attacks you, I'm not helping.
For the record, if Glix was actually going to attack somebody, she would have done it in there.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah,
Z
I-
doesn't know.
You
He's
even-
just like,
Z, do you even care about Glix?
yes, kind of. It's helpful to have more people in.
That's not the question I asked.
Do you care about Glix? Well, it's a matter of staffing issues.
Jesus, did we just pull a capitalism in the middle of
This
the
is
show?
straight up
Apparently.
corporate answer.
I mean, Z is a klepto. What?
It's more like yes, but also kind of no.
Yeah.
Z's last name is late stage capitalism. Anyway,
Derailed.
I don't care. Z turns around and starts pouting.
I
Okay,
think you
okay.
do, and I care about you. I think you care about Glix. I care about Glix. But what Glix is going through right now, I don't know how to cut through that bullshit.
Well, you can't because that's how they are.
That is an unacceptable answer.
Well, then change reality.
Because it will get us killed. All of us.
Not if we don't go.
Y'all have
Because,
2
like-
hours of me being a shark before I come out of this water. She's literally trying to cool off.
Yeah. I look down at the shark just fucking jawsing in there, and then I look back and I say, we've done it once before. I know this is not the same as their previous form.
Y'all just hear
Glix
party
can't get
hopping in the
lost. They're in
swamp
the water.
tonight. Everybody just have a good time.
Every
would call
day
it
I'm
up like,
hopping
"Shut
now. Riveting, riveting, yeah.
Sick beats, bro. Okay.
But
These
you
like,
can tell.
well, I'm not helping you catch or fight Glix. I don't care.
You can tell that this boat has docked outside of this place.
How about okay? what triggered this? They seem angry, right? They seem frustrated. And the last time they shifted, the way they turned back was that dog tenderness and good things is what brought them back to the pink
Don't
version.
know that we have many good things left before we get deeper into the shit.
I think only Glace can bring the dog out.
Right. My point is, we just need to. Oh, I sound like one of the. We just need to show them the light, okay? They're in a dark place right now, and
I
we can
offered
help.
cookies.
For the record, Glix has not summoned Baby today. If she does not summon her before we go to sleep, the timer resets.
Why don't we just get them to maybe get the puppy?
Kismat,
What?
what is your solution for
I'm just saying.
their
like,
current course of action?
I think they're just being incredibly self-destructive, and I've been there. I understand it.
Yes.
If we can anchor them to something that they would be inclined to care for, maybe we can bring her back.
Oh,
Like what Glitch needs is
dog.
good codependent relationship.
oh goddamn. They are dead set on returning home, which is a feeling I share. However, they refuse to listen to reason, and it seems the only thing they will accept is for me to go against my nature and break my word. I am trying to be polite. I am trying to reach out. I will not go against my own nature.
Good. Don't. Ella4, just give us a couple of hours, okay? Let's just see if we can try to fix this.
Well, I am also going to keep my word.
Okay. Good.
Because at the end of this, if I die or whatever happens, at least I know I went out who I was.
Split the party.
I mean, unfortunately, we don't really have a choice if we're going to do this. And I, like in character, Ella4 starts walking away towards
I'm
the
gonna
south.
stay with them, okay? And handle whatever you need to.
Yeah, Ulfir's not moving. He's not going anywhere. He's still trying to keep an eye on Glex, but he's just like,
Glix is swimming in a great big circle.
I'll call back to Alfir. I don't think we have a choice.
I
If you
look at
stay much
Kismat.
longer, you're gonna have to pay club fees.
I have cookies.
Looks over, and there's like a fly food buffet going on here.
Yes, but you do not have cookies.
We have caterpillar pudding.
Cookies.
Try it out. Okay?
Like at the caterpillar pudding, actually, L4 stops.
Caterpillar pudding, you say?
It is very hard to discuss a creature like me, but
Oh,
I
Nudges
am an
Kismat.
omnivore.
Do you have Glix's blood? Can you just find them later?
No.
I don't have their blood, but I have yours. If you all want to go, it is best if I stay with them. I'll be able to find you all.
Yeah, I think we should get this done and over with. The quicker we get it done, the sooner we can get back together. I don't think we have a choice.
Very well.
Okay.
I just give Kismat the little like, see you later nod, and I go out after Ulfir and Ulfort. Like, bye.
I look at Ella4. I'm like, was that an attempt at flirting with me?
I'm already gone. I'm not there.
Guns.
No, I'm following them out. I'm just like,
Oh,
bye.
right.
You got to go
Bye.
down to checklist. Were there finger guns? If no,
Yeah.
debatable.
Yeah. I give
You
I
didn't
give
spend the
Zia-
next 2 hours talking to your teacup about whether or not
Yeah,
she was
yeah.
pregnant.
No, literally, I'm gonna like give you an up nod and then turn around and pull Queen Tatiana out and I say, he up nodded me. Did you see that? He up nodded me. And I'm gonna like just mumbling that, make my way down to shark clicks.
How are you planning to do
Are you
this?
just going to the edge of the
oh.
water, or are you
Yeah.
getting
I'm
in the
going
water?
to the bank or like whatever the closest way there is for me to.
Yeah, so you have to
Get the
like
clicks.
go under here and then go to the water and then kind of like
Yeah.
wander into the muck
Yeah.
and hope Glix comes to you.
Yeah.
I am literally swimming in circles around the thing in the middle. I'm just swimming in circles, like real slow. Nothing like speed swimming or anything. Just casually circling around.
Well,
it.
sharks don't stop, so
I don't. I just sit down at the bank. Like I don't care about the muck around me. It's whatever. And I just like let them do it for like I won't interrupt or say anything for like a few minutes, just like 15, 20 minutes maybe. Hoping that that's knowing that that's not nearly enough time, but hoping that that calms them down enough to maybe listen. And
okay.
then I'll call out. I'll say, hey, I need to talk to you. It's
Still swimming.
important. Okay, I can wait. You do what you gotta do.
Here, Joss. Here, Joss. Good treats. Joss.
You got to drop blood in the water, get that attention.
Woo!
Back to the rest
I
of
got
the
plenty,
crew.
so
Y'all are trying to make it to the other side of the other island across here, I assume, because it's certainly the only way to go
Party boat.
to the party boat.
Yeah.
And at the
Like,
dock.
can we see it from the dock?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
the
as soon
other
as you get
side?
to the dock, you see it and you hear it. You also see a bunch of very intoxicated looking bullywugs sort of like wandering their way off of this. Few will even fall off the docks along the way. And you just hear, "Woo! Party! Yeah!" And then there's like an attendant outside of the door who's just like shaking their head. Remember, unless you have a pass, you are not allowed upstairs.
I'm gonna like snag somebody who looks like really trashed, and just kind of like step up alongside them or like flutter up, like around eye level and be like, "Hey man, hey, you know where Illig is?"
Illig?
Yeah, you heard of him? I'm looking for this guy named Illig.
I got some Illigs before I ate them. They were tasty.
I hear they have some inside.
Oh.
She's just like whoop, out. He goes look for somebody else. He's gonna like hit up like a couple like really drunk people, see if anybody just like, hell yeah, he's over that way.
Roll me a
'Cause they're drunk.
persuasion.
Okay. Not 20, 22.
Oh Jesus.
How about that? So it takes you a few people. You're not like the first few have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. One of them finally stops and goes, "I don't know Illig, but I know a Glorig. They part of the muck stump. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's the family. Yeah.
Yeah, they're in a little hut that way past the tree.
Okay. Is he pointing?
Yeah, he seems to be
Okay.
pointing this area.
Okay. Be like, hey, thanks, man. Enjoy ourselves.
I did.
Keep the party going.
Always.
And oops, he just goes off like a shot towards Ulfir and Elfort, who, I don't know, are y'all trying to figure out how we're gonna cross the water?
I thought we were gonna ask for a ride on the boat.
Or we might be able to swim and fly. I don't know how far it is. Like, can we see the other side?
Well, the guy's still there, right? Like he's still like drunk and partying.
What?
The guy in the boat?
So Z's been pulling people aside off like as they're coming across the docks. But on the boat, there is still someone who is in charge of this boat, or at least several someones that are.
Are there any other boats in the docks?
It is just this one.
All right. Let's go up to that person.
Cool. So you approach the one person who's sitting on the edge of the boat, kind of like legs hanging off the side. And this is a boat that seems to have several people in it under the decks with paddles, essentially. So there's several people basically paddling this thing around here. The one that's up there is wearing what looks to be a fancy-ish headband, and by fancy-ish, I mean it looks like it was ripped from like some fancy clothes and then fashioned into a headband, maybe silk, but it's kind of like mucky and silted over. But there seems to be little adornments on it. Taking a cursory glance at him versus the rest of the people that work on him, he's got to be the person in charge because none of them have adornments like his. And you approach him and he goes, "What can I do you for?"
I assume that you are the captain of this fine vessel.
Captain, champion, party extraordinaire. I've been known by many names.
You have quite a fine vessel. We seek a quick journey to, and I point to I can see the island mass from the south, right?
No, actually, it's misted over from this distance, but
oh yeah,
you
more
have
than 20
a good
feet.
idea, yeah, of where it is.
There's another section of the land to the south we're looking to get to. My friend, unfortunately, is a little too big for us to carry him. Would you possibly be able to provide passage?
Well, I possibly would be able to provide passage. What do you possibly have to offer me to provide that passage?
What? Well, you know what? Elafor takes off his cufflinks. These are made out of fine metals from the College of Strixhaven. They would make fine adornments for your band and help continue to show your impressive rank. I will give you these. They will be the only ones of their kind.
No hesitation. As soon as your hand goes out with these, they're just gone. And he's looking at them and kind of like, fit these over here, twist the silk around it. It doesn't really work because they're not meant to be pinned in, but he's just, oh yeah, that's official right there. Yeah, that feels real official.
And Elafor rolls up his sleeves. Well, I think it's going to be sleeves up time from here on out anyway, so this works.
Yep, come aboard. Yeah. You're welcome to whatever is left after them. In case you missed it, those are the kids. I basically keep them entertained so the yuppies can keep doing their thing. They pay me incredibly well for it, though.
Right. I can honestly understand that. Captainry skills and being in charge of things is a thankless job often, but if they pay you well, that seems that all is well. Well, thank you.
And he says, "It's Clerk."
I am Elafor.
All right. Well, come aboard.
Yeah, I pop on.
And he goes, party works to the southeast.
I love that they're party wugs. Love it.
And he says, drink up, choo choo. And you hear everyone go, hey! And he out of nowhere, he's got a glass. He's like, hey, y'all want some? Have some too. Downs it. Let's go.
Any of it look like punch?
Some kind of punch.
Punch you in the face.
Does it smell like caterpillars or some shit?
It smells pungent, like it might burn.
Hmm.
But you've had booze before. This is definitely in the vein of booze.
He'll try a little bit. If it's sweet, he will drink it. If it's not, no.
It is a little sweet.
Okay.
Why does the giant and the bird get stuck with the drunk monk?
Z, I'm gonna need you to make me a Constitution save.
I mean, this
He's
is how it started,
changing
so
the
this is how it
subclass.
ends. I feel fine.
Yeah.
Feels fine.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a
Yeah.
Yep.
Z.
Went in, Rome. Went on a party boat.
The music starts basically as soon as y'all take off from dock. And it starts back up and it's like loud as peak. The band is playing. There's only 3 of you on here. There's no other bullywugs. There's the party wugs are clearly under deck from y'all. This is not meant for y'all to be where they are. But they are partying too. This is part of their thing. You can tell they're probably drinking as well. Because once you heard that, hey, that was the drinking call. But once the music goes, Z, you got to dance. You have to. You cannot stop yourself. The beat is within you.
Good thing I didn't give up my rhythm.
Oh yeah, this would have been bad. You might have got made fun of. But Z, you are now inclined to dance and dance like you've never danced before. We're going to have to make another saving throw. Otherwise, you will get a level of exhaustion.
Okay, what kind of saving throw?
Another Constitution saving throw.
11.
That's not going to do it. Z, you are very much in this dance, baby. You cannot stop yourself. And you look tired. You're sweating, but the rest of y'all see this, and Z is just going to town, fluttering in the air. There's sparkles and shit happening. Z looks as happy as you've ever seen him.
Behold, Z is off the hook.
Oh God, did we just trade places?
Yep.
Yep, basically.
The captain eventually looks back at you, at the other 2 of you, and is like, are y'all not having any? Y'all partaking?
I am the... Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Designated taxi.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I'm also one of the designated adults. That one can have all the fun, but I appreciate it. Thank you.
So where exactly are y'all trying to go? Because I could just drop you off directly to the south of us, but it seems like y'all got other plans.
We are looking for Illig.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Fascinating. So you're trying to go to Monkstone territory.
That would be correct.
So I can't drop you off directly, but if y'all don't mind swimming, well, you don't look like you have to swim, but big friend here, you have to swim maybe about 20, 30 feet or so.
I can do this.
I can get you close. We're good at navigating upriver if need be.
If you could get us close, that would be appreciated. It would shorten the length of time that we are away from our friends.
Good deal. You should probably look out for your friend there. They're partying pretty hard for just one. Are they really young?
You know, I don't actually know how fairies
don't
age.
know.
Neither do I.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
As I'm like dancing with the party bugs, do any of them have anything that looks particularly
There's no
cool?
party wugs to dance with. You're above deck. They're all under deck.
You are
I thought I
literally
went down
dancing
with
by
them to get a
yourself.
drink
No,
and drink.
No.
Okay.
There is a
disappointing.
basically a little table of drinks and like little snacks and stuff like that. And then there's some mucky looking water that you could have too.
No.
But mostly it's just booze.
Yeah, Crunkville's population currently only has one, and it's you.
You are just going ham by yourself.
Great. All right.
So y'all eventually get to about here. And he says, this is about as far as I can go. Y'all gonna have to hippity hop off of here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You got it, friends.
Yeah. I'm still just somersaulting around in the air.
Time to fly drunk. We have a mission to complete.
Cease your gyrations.
Or at least-
These little tiny air Elvis. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, Z is twerking upside down midair. That's impressive.
Can I actually follow them or no?
You can. You actually
Okay.
still have your faculties. You expected that like when you normally drink, you start to get a little wobbly and you can't quite keep your balance. This is not a case of can't keep your balance. This is a case of can't stop, won't stop grooving. So even as you
Yeah.
fly away, you still got the
Okay,
boogie
I'm
in
like
there,
tap
step.
dancing my
Yeah.
way after them towards the shore. Yeah, in the air, of course, on the surface of the water.
You
Just
got to
like-
get your Shakira on. Them hips
Yeah.
don't lie.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Still swimming.
I'm so sad that I'm missing out on this. Damn.
It's amazing. I'm imagining a smash cut back over to Kismet sitting on the dock with
Sitting
this
on the
single
dock.
fin circling out in the water while Tiny Tim's Living in the Sunshine plays.
Oh my god.
Amazing. Okay.
So
Z is gonna like fly up to Ulfir and be like, "Hey, you got any more cookies?"
Cookie. Hands a cookie over.
Just like eating cookies and
this
bopping
cookie
around.
used to be like wet because you just went swimming and
Oh
shit.
yeah, these are soggy as fuck.
Case in point, Z's drunk. It don't matter.
Yeah. It does not matter.
He's like, whatever.
Z is approaching white girl wasted. We're good.
So you approach the shore around here because this is the first place you actually get ground at, right outside of a small hut. And I actually think we're gonna pop back over to the others. Kismet,
As a much bigger shark.
what are you up to right now?
As Glix is just like circling around, how long has it been since like how long have I been just sitting?
Probably about an hour now.
Okay. Good, because I would have liked to do something in that
Mhm.
hour, if that's okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Um, would you say that Panda, would you say that Glix's alignment has changed right now from a mechanical perspective?
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right. In that case, I'm going to just sit there and I want to use ceremony, but this is not sort of a rules as written thing that I want to do with it.
Tell me what you're trying to do. If it's cool enough, it's probably gonna happen.
Okay. I want to use ceremony to, because what it feels right now to Kismet is that it's not like when Glix changes that the parts that exist in other forms are lost. They're still somewhere within them. And I just want them to experience the kindness and the good that exists here that they've helped make happen. And I want them to just remember, if I can, try to do that. Just like, you know, when all hope seems lost and you need that one little thing. And if that's like flashes of baby, if that's helping Jingle Jangle with the truffles, if that's, you know, calming down Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, if that's sewing up someone's torn hem at the Witchlight Carnival, if it's getting funnel cake for Olfir, all of those things, I want them to just experience what it felt like to them when they were doing those things. And I don't know if, like, I don't know, I was thinking of this sort of as like an atonement adjacent thing. Instead
Sure.
of changing alignment, it's just reminding them of stuff that already exists. I don't
This would have to be based on the things that you have seen Glix do or Glix has
Yeah,
told you about.
yeah.
So
It's just
what
I've
I would
seen.
say is it's almost like, if we're gonna make this work, it'd almost be like a poem or recital of, you know, deeds and accomplishments that you've seen Glix do. And honestly, it's sort of at odds because you would expect that, you know, in most cases the Raven Queen will help you on certain things, but this doesn't seem really up there.
Yeah.
Raven Queen's sort of
My nose is bleeding as I'm trying to perform the ceremony. My eyes are bleeding, but I will keep
the cool
pushing.
thing that happens is your voice seems almost amplified, like it cuts through this muck and this sound. And Glix, you hear this. You hear this retelling of the stories that you've told Kismet. I'll let you determine how you feel about it, but you do hear these things. But along the way, Kismet, while you're doing this and performing the ceremony, you see a few bullywugs float across the way on lily pads, and they see you bleeding from your face, and they are like, what in the ever living shit is going on here? There's a shark. Now there's a creepy woman bleeding outside of a tree. This is what happened when you kill kings? Is this the new thing now? We got strangers bleeding and sharks. I think I'm moving somewhere else. Is there somewhere else in the Prismere I can go?
Kismet looks up with bleeding white eyes. We like to party.
Basically.
Panda.
I think that with everything going on, Glix's perception of all of this is completely different. She feels differently. She feels like it hasn't been worth anything. She feels like she's failing constantly. She hasn't been able to protect anybody. And she's angry. Because every chance that she's had to try to fix things, it's all gone fucky.
Right.
And now her friends have walked away. And everyone's angry with her.
Except this one. This one is...
She kind of knows, but doesn't know because she's literally like way out swimming underwater.
Oh no!
She can't see.
This because this spell is cutting through this. you hear where it's coming from very
Okay.
clearly.
So
You
I
can
know
tell
one
who
person
and
is
where
still
this is
there.
from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know one person is still there, but at the same time, I just got hollered at by the person I thought was going to be my new best friend. And we tried to do a good thing. We tried diplomacy. I tried to prevent a fight, and a fight broke out anyway, because some people take things literally. And it just became a thing. And now there is just nothing but anger, because she's hearing the words and seeing it how she feels, which is that she fucked up.
I will add.
And there's
to
nothing
this.
she can do to fix it other than get home and away from everybody that's getting hurt because of her.
Okay.
And
I'll
Ronnie?
add to this that when I describe those things, what I'm attempting to show clicks is not the act itself, but the impact of the act on the individuals that you helped, as opposed to just the thing playing out, right? A reminder of the direct impact that Glix's actions have had, the positive direct impact that Glix's actions have had on many people.
God damn it, Zero.
But you
That's
take
very
that
true,
as you
though.
will. And if that changes anything, cool. If not, you see her just like fall back, and I'll spend 25 gold pieces to cast the spell. But yeah.
No, all Glick sees is the immediate. She doesn't recognize the ripple effect right now because she didn't see the ripple effect. Right now, all she sees is the people that are closest to her are either angry with her or that she has gotten them hurt by her own actions. And then anytime she's tried to fix something, it's gone horribly wrong. It's all internal anger that's projecting out.
Mm-mm. All good. I just want you
Yeah.
her to
It
see
may stick
later. Yeah.
if there's a
Yeah.
resolution and she switches back. But right
Yeah.
now, it's blind rage, hence the shark thing.
Awesome. Cool.
Because what is a shark but something that is literally a ball of rage just trying to survive?
Sharks aren't rage. Sharks are
This is true.
instinct and
An
nature.
instinct.
I do that whole, like, it takes me an hour and 10 minutes to perform the whole
Yeah, yeah.
ceremony. But after that, like, I'm beat, and I'll just like sit back and be like, okay, I tried, and I'll wipe the blood off my eyes and my nose, and I'll just wait. I just won't let them leave my side because I don't know if Shark Clicks still has a sense of direction, so I'm just watching the whole time.
Despite
Shark
all their
Glix
rage, they are still just a shark on the page.
doesn't necessarily have a sense of direction, but there is a sort of pull that sharks feel that will keep you from leaving this place. So you can't get lost outside of here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm literally just swimming in a circle. I can keep,
Yeah.
like, I may not have a sense of direction, but I can see posts in the water, like where everything in the center is, and I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
keep it on the same side of me, and I know I'm going in a circle.
On that end, before we go, Kismet, as you finish the ceremony, there seems to be a drunk bullywog just do 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 da 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 da. Oh, what is that? Hey, you! You need some
Sup?
help? You got something going on
Oh.
your face.
Yeah, me and my missus, we're having a thing. It's all good.
Oh, and she goes, well, I've been through that before.
Oh,
Do you need some company?
yeah, if you want. I got nothing better to do than sit here. So
And she has two little cups in her hand. She's like,
oh,
would you like?
I got my own. Thank you. I
More
pick
for
up
me?
my cup of tea. Yeah. More for you.
To newly single and loving it.
Oh, that's not what I. Oh. Well, cheers to that. Okay. I'll hold my teacup up and do a little clink. But yeah. What's your name?
Oh, hold on. It's Marjorie.
Marjorie. And Kismet.
that's a pretty name. That's
Thank
not from
you.
around here, but I mean, you also don't look like you're from here, so
I I don't really know where I'm from anymore, but
if it makes you feel any better, my dad is dead.
oh, oh, if you want, I can check in with and tell you how he's doing.
Oh, don't worry about it. He was kind of a dick. He was
Oh.
in with King Gullop, and apparently some people came in and killed a bunch of them. So, good. 'Cause fuck
Oh,
that
yeah,
guy.
that was
He was trying to
that
control my life.
was
He wanted us to work for Bath Larna or Slackjaw, as they call her, because she got the
right.
face.
Well, I point towards the shark in the water. You know, that's my friend. We took care of Gullop together.
You killed my dad?
Oh, I suppose we did.
Well, Gullop's not my dad, but like one of those other people in there was my dad
Well,
that died. You know, happens.
we only killed people who like I tried to calm everybody down. It didn't work, but I suppose the answer is yes, we did kill your dad.
And
Is
she
now the time?
puts
Hold
up
on, I
a
know how to
wet hand and
apologize.
goes to high five you.
I high five back and like it. You know how when you high five someone, it's like soft, right? Like there's a little softness to that. There's no softness to Kismat's touch. It's like bony and like it's
Or her
very
hand is just
unpleasant.
moist and damp.
Yeah,
Maybe a
There's
little
that damn word
sticky.
again.
By your powers combined, you are a normal high five.
Yeah,
there
so
you go.
it balances out. She goes, well, thank you. And tell your shark thank you too. Cause you know, helps free a generation. Cause we're gonna hold Ribble's feet to the fire or proverbial fire. What you know what I mean.
Yeah, he's actually setting up a democracy.
A democracy what?
Well, it's this, and I'll go into the
Democracy
same
what?
rant that Elafor does.
Tamaka, what is how we run the US here?
And I think that is where we're gonna leave off this episode.
Tamaka, what? It's where we live.
Hey, Demacarina.
I'm not even doing the nose thing. As soon as we're done, I have to pee.
Anyway, thank you all for joining us today. There were shenanigans afoot. This was a pretty RP heavy episode, but I think that was fitting for this group because they are closing in on crunch time. I thought maybe they might get to Babylon today, but probably not, which is why I didn't have to do a whole ton of prep. But that is okay because come around next time, they have to meet up with Illig, which as it stands, they are in Illig's territory. And got to figure out what the hell is going on with Glix. This
Oh,
reminds me
boy.
of
Yeah.
having a bunch of sisters hitting around the same age at the same time and having to live with them. I said what I said. I have 5 younger sisters, y'all. It was a lot.
Shout out to your sisters. They're watching our stream right now.
So thank you again, everyone. Let's let the cast tell you who they are and what they're up to before we go and rate someone. So Andrani, or no, Zero.
Hey!
No,
Oh,
go ahead. No. Andrani, go ahead. Go ahead.
okay.
That way you can't
I
be
have-
derailed by me this time.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
true.
thank you. I appreciate that. In exactly 11 minutes, my shop will go live. So yeah, handmade dice, really pretty, really cool. I made them all by myself. If you want some pretty handmade sets of dice, 11 minutes, nonagondice.com. That is literally all that I have to plug today. If you want to share the word with your friends on Twitter, on Facebook, whatever platform of, just help me out. Just help me make this happen. 11 minutes.
Links are in the chat.
nonagondice.com. Thank you.
That way.
That's me.
Now we go to Zero.
Hi, everyone. My name is Zero Reynolds, aka Sir Jester, and now an ardent proponent of Discovery Channel's Shark Week. You can find me everywhere online at Sir Jester. I stream multiple times a week where I teach folks all about the creative side of tabletop role playing games, from world building and creative writing to miniature painting and terrain building and all that fun, geeky shit, because I believe the world needs more cool shit.
What the world needs
Now is more cool shit.
Loader. Joe.
Hi, Joe Perez, otherwise known as Loader. You can go ahead and find me everywhere on the internet as Loader ZJ, LODURZJ. If not that, you can find me as The Mad Shaman at themadshaman.com. I go ahead and I paint really cool stuff. And before I get yelled at by Andrani, yes, I am an award-winning miniature painter. And my commissions are currently open.
Hey, do the thing. Pay for commissions. Make it happen. Next up is the award-winning British Panda.
Good morning. I'm Panda. I also play Glix, who's really fucking pissed off right now. And so everyone knows, this was all above board. People knew this was coming. Please don't think I sprung this on the cast.
Yeah.
Everyone got fair warning.
Yeah.
They let it happen because they wanted to see what would happen. And we are now in the find out portion of that lesson. So yeah, I'm Awkwardish Panda. I'm very awkward. I'm roughly panda sized. I am only streaming Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week. I'm taking tomorrow off to have some streamer friends over to have a little cookout and hang out and take an actual day off. I will be back on Tuesday. I stream in the mornings from 9 till about 1 Central Time. And then Tuesday night, you can catch me on the GR Crew. Friday night, you can catch me over on my channel for Friday Night Pandemonium. It's a new thing we're doing bi-weekly on Session Zero off weeks. So all of our shared community has a place to be on Friday night if they want to be. This week, I believe we are going to have a crafty guest on. I'm not 100% sure. I'm trying to nail that down. Again, you'll see me here next Sunday for Wayward Revelry. And Saturday, you can catch me on DC Lasser's channel for a cake-themed one-shot with Zero. We're going to be obnoxious and it's going to be great. And my Azamar is going to get covered in frosting and she's going to be pissed because she seems to always be the one that ends up being covered in food. First time was mayonnaise and it was not fun. Anyway, Monsters of the Week on GR Crew. And then next week I have more shenaniganry coming up with Dimples, where we're going to be on the French Tux channel doing, no, it was literally mayonnaise. I got stuck in an alchemy drug and I got dropped into an ocean of mayonnaise while 30 feet tall.
I watched that.
It was messy and I was unhappy. And Zig is still pissed. Zig is still trying to get the grease out of her boots. Okay. And it's been months. But yeah, that's it. I'm really busy this month doing a lot of one-shot stuff. It's a lot of fun. Y'all put me on more shows. I'm having fun playing. Also go watch the VOD from Zero's first Session Zero back because, hey, it was me. And I had a lot of fun and I was nervous the whole time and stumbled through it, but apparently that didn't come across.
No, Panda did amazing. She gave a fantastic interview. Please go check it out and follow Awkwardish Panda, award-winning Awkwardish Panda.
Yes, I won an award. It's just me. I'm just a panda.
Red.
I'm Red. I don't really have anything to plug. You can obviously find me here on Sundays. You may be able to find me here on Friday nights in the next couple of months for happy hour streams again, because my Friday night campaign is about to hit level 20 and conclude. So that's exciting. So I might be around a little bit more. Follow me on Twitter to find out what's going on with me. If I will be appearing in any more games or running more games in the coming months.
Sweet. And that leaves me. Hi, I'm Prince, also known as Dimples and Dice. I've been your storyteller this afternoon, evening, time zone, wibbly wobbly, whatever. You can find me here every Sunday running this game at 11 a.m. Eastern time. You can also find me over on my sister station, Rolling D's 20s, on Saturday nights at 9 p.m. for our 5th and final season of Vampire the Masquerade Philly by Night. We have been having a time over there. It has been drama filled. There's been death, destruction, vampires being tossed into oblivion for too long, the return of God, and a mashup of universes to meaning the end of all things, all caused because of our wonderful players. So if you want to see the end of the world caused by vampires trying to do the right thing, come watch our show, 9 p.m. Eastern time on Saturdays. If you want to see me and other stuff, I'm over on Table Goth's channel over at 8 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesdays. I'm playing in a Hunter the Reckoning game. I'm playing a very difficult man in that game. But I have a cute dog, and the dog keeps me grounded-ish. So come watch that game. We got, I think, 5 more episodes to go left on the stream, so keep an eye out for that. There's more stuff coming. I'm going to be doing guest spots on places. You might see me with some familiar faces here in the near future. I have another game that's going to be debuting soon. Oh yeah, Waffles Maple Syrup on Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. I think that's right. Go over there. D&D campaign. We've been off for a few weeks scheduling snafus, but we will be back this Friday. So do check that out. Make sure you follow me on Twitter for all other announcements. Go buy dice from Indrani.
They're gorgeous. Do it.
Yeah,
Do
do
the
it. They're
thing.
amazing. Also, go support Joe's GoFundMe because the universe is picking on Joe, and we are not going to tolerate that shit.
Do it.
100%.
Do it.
I will. I'm picking random winners. If you donate to Joe's fundraiser, send me a screenshot on Twitter, whatever, and I may or may not send you some free dice. So, like, do it.
Indeed. Expect to see me a few more random times over the coming month as I try to bring in a little bit more ends so I can afford stuff while I'm at Gen Con. So y'all might see my face a little bit more often for the next few weeks. Anyway, we're rolling out of here. We're gonna find someone to rate. We will see y'all next week. Have a wonderful day. Peace, everybody. Take care of yourselves, and
Bye.
fuck the police.
Bye. Yeah. ACAB.
Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. Yeah.
What?
Amazing.